And gonna be streaming. Stream starts now. Quick recap of last session. You guys were in Skullport and you'd made some investigations there, trying to track down these Durgar and meeting with several contacts. Most things pointed towards the Durgar headed towards the lower levels of Undermountain. You guys know that you need to try and retrieve Azrok's dagger. And if you don't, then most likely the Hobgoblin stronghold will be destroyed and the Drow will take over, and they'll keep on reaching towards the surface. That is Azrok's quest, given to you by his wife Lorcana. So you guys made your way down into level 4, the Twisted Caverns, where you met a friendly Etten and a slight boy who doesn't seem out of place at all on level 4 of Undermountain. He seems to be an alchemist of sorts that has requested that you procure several fungi so he can produce potions for you, as he runs a potion store. You've made your way through this strange underground terrain. It basically looks like you're in the Underdark. And we ended the session with you guys exploring deeper into this level, coming into a room with a very uneven floor that's strewn with bits of chewed up bone, scraps of armor, snapped arrow shafts, the occasional copper or silver piece intermingled among the detritus, and a forest of stalagmites. Some are broken in two, others tower 20 feet high. They almost make a little maze through the passages to the northeast and the southwest, as the tunnel also continues over to your east. Suddenly, eyeballs appear on two of the stalagmites. They blended in so perfectly with the surrounding stalagmites that they're basically unidentifiable until they move. These rubbery tendrils start to lash forward, and this horrific looking maw opens up, revealing razor sharp teeth that lets out a horrible roar. And a dozen tentacles start reaching very, very rapidly towards the three party members, towards the front of the group. And let's see if anyone is surprised. These things are exceptionally good at hiding. 24.
Ooh.
Not only are you flanked by two ropers, you guys are also surprised. 24 on their stealth check.
That sucks.
So starting off today's session in combat.
Hey Seb, really quick question.
Yeah.
Would we know, like, I'm kind of asking the blanket group question of, could we roll a nature or history check to know if we know what these are?
On your turn, I'd say you can do that.
Okay.
At the moment, you're not even aware that they're even there. As you are surprised, Scamp and Roland and Brew and Cass and Dagger. Each of you are surprised.
What?
It got a 0.08 on its initiative.
Alright, due to the fact that there are so many stalagmites here, they are going to be able to be hidden, because they're indistinguishable from normal cave formations. So this first tendril will be at advantage at Brew. Whoosh! 19. This tentacle wraps around you, Brew. It feels like some sort of rubber, but it's as hard as rock, and it just drags you in. It reels you 20 feet up to it as it disgorges this massive mouth It looks truly horrifying, and it sort of tilts its head to the side and tries to snap down at you. You are restrained, and the tendril can be cut. I'll draw these green lines on to represent the tendrils. So it tries to bite you, Brew. And it does. It bites you for 21 piercing damage. But it doesn't stop there. More tendrils fling out. One at Nox. Whoosh, that hits. It snaps onto you, wraps around your arms and legs. And you're restrained. Doesn't do any damage though. The next tendril goes for dagger. Whoosh. A 16 hits. And that 2 lashes onto you. And cause you to be restrained to dagger. Roland. You're not safe there. This attack will have 3/4 cover. A final tendril, a 4th one, reaches around through Nox and dagger and smacks you onto the wall.
Should learn to stay further back like Cass and Scamp.
It just stays there while another one slowly edges forward. Nox, you're up.
So would it be my action to try and remember what this is, or
No,
can I? Okay.
you could make
History or.
I'd say it would be a nature check.
Okay. Nope. I have no fucking clue what this is.
You've never seen or heard of one of these.
Nox is just immediately just going. Ah! Ah! Screaming as loud as he.
The rocks! They're alive!
I'm just like looking down the tendril thing around me, and I'm going to. I'm gonna try and shocking grasp it and see if I can just make it let go.
Okay. That's a crit. Alright, you grab onto the tendril. There's an explosion that erupts from your hands, and it leaves the tendril severed and burning. And then the tendril just sort of dies, drops loose onto the ground, and it dislodges from the roper itself.
And so I'm no longer restrained, correct? I can run.
Yeah.
I will take a 1, 2, 3 steps back. Just try. Actually, I'd stand about. Yeah, we'll say there. And kind of trying to. Roland, come on! No! Come on!
Scan.
I am going to, because I assume I can see the tentacles at least around them.
Yeah.
Is that a space I can be in?
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Moonbeam.
I was so hoping you were going to say that.
At a level.
At a level?
Second level.
That's a good idea.
What is Scamp gonna do? Scamp's gonna be awesome. That's what Scamp's gonna do.
I think you have let me fix it up so you have control of that template. There we go. The fancy Moonbeam template.
We're just sticking it directly over this thing that the tentacles are coming out of.
Alrighty, and again, this column of radiant energy shoots down, just starts to melt the roper away.
And I'm checking my... I need to check my... I still have sick brain, I'm sorry.
No problem. Take your time.
120 feet. There we go. I found it. I'm going to use 3 of my Balm of the Summer Court dice on Brew to heal him as my bonus action.
Oh, thanks. They're kind of bitey down here.
So you'll get 11 hit points plus 3 temporary hit points because I used 3 dice.
Thank you much.
I'll move back behind Roland, and that'll be it.
Rolling.
I'm gonna assume I'm restrained.
You are.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's see here. What can Roland do? Forget about making a strength check to get out of this thing. Don't really have a blade or anything. I think Roland would, how far away am I from this thing? Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to shatter at, play a power chord on the guitar, cast shatter at...
Oops.
Let's go with 3rd level.
That's the shatter sound effect.
Now can't.
So 20.
Alrighty. There is an explosion.
I like how soft and quiet it is.
There is an explosion of bones and bits of armor scraps as the Reaper is hit for 20 points of thunder damage. Its flesh sort of resembles rock, and when you hit it with the shatter spell, it sort of reveals flesh underneath as you deal it a decent injury. However, the Reaper is only slightly injured by that.
And I'm going to yell to Brew, I believe in you, Brew! Kick his ass! Bardic inspiration for Brew. Help him negate that -3 death penalty a little bit. And can't move, so that's my turn.
Brew.
Thanks, Roland. I know I can do it now, too. Rage. I'll go ahead and do that. These things are rocky, hey? These tentacles. I will pull out a Morning Star because I'm just restrained, right? I can still get my weapon out. Great, and I will smash. I'll attempt to smash the one that is holding a dagger.
All right.
I like you, Brew.
And I am, yeah, you got it. Get all stabby. And I will do this rec.
Alright, you try to lift the Morning Star up, but the tendrils just hold your arm back and pull you back, and it causes you to miss. Oh, what? 5 is a miss.
Yeah, I'll swing again.
Your second attack hits.
Nice.
Alright, you hit the tendril for 12 points of damage, and you actually break straight through the tendril with the Morning Star. Radiant energy sears the ends, and the tentacle just shrivels up and flails around on the ground, and it releases dagger.
Perfect. I wonder, my movement's 0, right, from restraint?
Yes, 0 movement, disadvantage on attacks.
Okay, then I guess that's going to be it. Oh yeah, thanks, Dagger. But it's I got disadvantage from the restraint, so the balance.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Cass. Are you there, Cass?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yep.
How much movement to get up to the ceiling in this tunnel?
The ceiling is 15 feet high. It costs you 10 feet to get up there.
Okay, I'll get up there and then I'm gonna walk out to about there. And then first thing I'll do is go ahead and Eldritch Blast the roper.
The first beam is a miss. The second one hits it. 5 points of force damage. A small portion of flesh is torn off of it.
Okay, and then I'll throw out a spiritual weapon.
Alright, spiritual weapon comes out, and a 23 is a hit. The mini shadow glaive slices it for 11 force damage. And the roper doesn't
Sweet.
show any sign of slowing at the moment.
Okay, and that was with a warlock spell slot.
Okay. But that would have been upcast, I think, then. Right?
No, still level 2.
Okay, I'll level 2. Alright. Dagger. This roper to your northeast had a radiant action. And it attacks you with its reaction. As soon as you're freed. It misses though. A tentacle whips straight past you.
Okay. I'm going to come down here. And attack. And miss horribly.
You trip up on a few bones and you almost tumble into the roper.
It's got a nasty bite. Don't get too close.
And I'm gonna use my bonus action to step it up, Becky out of the way. Disengage out of the way.
How much movement do you have? 30?
Yeah.
I think you
Sorry,
used
I would have been
a bit
able
too
to
much
take here.
there. Yeah. It would have been 30.
Does Brew's body count as total cover?
Not quite.
I mean, that's a valid question.
Anything else, Dagger?
That's it.
Right, hit that end of turn button.
Ah.
First of all, the roper makes a con save for the moonbeam. And it managed to resist. Takes 8 points of radiant damage. And it moves back. It doesn't like the moonbeam. It shuffles back. You see it sort of jaunt along the ground using hundreds of these tiny little tentacles. It's quite sickly to look at. And it makes this horrible guttural sound as it does. Sort of tilts its head to the side. And then it starts letting loose tentacles. The first one's going to be at Cass. It sort of darts through the other forest of stalagmites, whips up towards the ceiling, it misses. It makes a second attack on Cass. And A 14 also misses. It tries to grab Dagger with a third tendril, and that one hits, whoosh, whips onto you, and squeezes you, restrained. And it will use its fourth tendril to try and attack Cass again. Whoosh, it bounces off the wall as you shift to the side, and then it pulls. And it pulls Brew and Dagger 25 feet in. And it actually pulls you guys into the moonbeam. And Roland, you go for a ride too.
Wait a minute.
You're dragged 25 feet closer. It
Roland says, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
pulls 3 targets closer.
Oh man.
Drew's like, that's my bed.
And then it tries to take another bite out of Brew.
Brew is tasty.
Takes a bite out of you for 11 piercing damage. And it ends its turn there.
I just growl at it.
The other roper saunters on closer and can attack you with 3/4 cover cast. Makes its first attack. 24 hits.
What does 3/4 cover give me?
Plus 5 AC.
Am I still able to shield at this point?
Yeah. That would bump your AC up to 25. And that would miss. Right, you see the tentacle coming straight at you, and at the last second you quickly hold up your hand and the tentacle whips back like an elastic band. And more tendrils are coming towards you. Furious speed. Second attack, miss. Third attack, miss. And the fourth attack misses. They all bounce back. And the roper lets out another guttural growl. Ends its turn there. Nox.
Alright, I'm gonna try can I even get to him? That's the question. 25 to there. Because I have to go through Scamp, correct?
Yes.
Alright, so 20. Alright, from here, what is my range? I can kind of see space behind the roper due to dark vision. So I'm going to throw a shatter out at second level behind him to try and do.
Okay. Alright, there is a loud explosion behind the roper. Pfft. It sends it shifting forward, and you hit it for 12 thunder damage. It screeches some more, and it's starting to look a little bit broken up now.
Alright, I will then use my extra 5 feet and just move back one.
Scamp.
I'm going to move down there to get visual, and then we're going to use, I think it's an action to move the moonbeam.
Yeah.
We're moving the moonbeam right back on top of him. Can the moonbeam hit the tentacles at all?
It can, yes.
If I positioned it...
Just let me take a look. I'm not sure if it can actually. Yeah, it doesn't like the tendrils don't like have their own turn, and they don't have any like stats, so it won't affect them. It can only be
We'll just
attacked
center
or
it on
broken.
him then. And then I'm going to back way up again.
Probably a good move.
Roland.
Thanks for moving that beam.
Alright, Would I be able to... You know what? Even if it's incapacitated, it would still have a hold of us, right?
No.
It wouldn't? Okay.
Actually, sorry. Incapacitated alone?
Yeah. Incapacitated, yeah.
Then,
just
yeah.
that. Okay. Because I was thinking about using Tasha's, but if it does a hold of me, it's... Nah. I'm going to play a couple of minor chords, and I'm going to cast Bane on this thing. I can't see the other one, and it's too far away anyway, I imagine. So just on this one.
Not the most charismatic thing.
That's the personality of a rock.
You don't know if it's the horrible guttural sounds it makes or just the sheer look of it. But yeah, not too charismatic. And it is baned.
And I'm gonna hold on to my other inspirations for now, I think. In case we need them to make a quick retreat. So, that's it.
Brew.
I will swing my Morningstar directly at this creature, attempting to shout a prayer to Tempest, probably getting it wrong.
A 5 is a miss.
And I will swing again recklessly.
And a 6 is a miss. You can't even lift your arm up. It's holding you back.
Darn. Okay.
Cass.
Would I be able to use this as cover?
Yeah, the stalagmites could give half cover.
Okay, so it's on the floor, so I'll take 10 feet to jump back down onto the ground, and then run over to here. Then I'm going to cast Darkness.
Alright, I'll get you the template.
Using my other Warlock spell slot, so I'm down.
Throwing it up here so we can't see.
More so it can't see you.
Yeah.
That's what I said, so it can't see us.
Alright, there's a darkness
got it, yeah.
template.
Thank you. That's hard to center that one, isn't it? Close enough. And then I'll go ahead and move the spiritual weapon closer and make an attack against the one down south.
Alright, so you have advantage. A 17 is a miss.
Oh.
Alright, then I'm just gonna hunker down behind that stalagmite and pray.
The spiritual weapon, it just bounces straight off this thing's flesh, is harder than steel. Dagger.
Oh my goodness, if it's 17 misses, we might as well just run.
Yeah.
I mean, like, me as a player knows what Rover's AC is, but, you know.
Yeah.
More so also because I had a group that just fought them recently, so I was like, oh yeah, this, oh shit.
They're tough like rock.
I might as well just attack it. There's no point in going after the tentacles.
Roland is just yelling, "Stab it, Dagger! Stab it!"
You try to take a stab at it, Dagger, but it just holds your arm back, and a 9 is a miss.
Well, 9 was going to miss the tentacle too, probably, so it doesn't matter.
Alright, this roper, it goes for Cass at disadvantage. And the 2 tentacles that have been broken off, you see another 2 extrude out of its torso or its body. Tentacles just sprout forward and they start flying straight over towards Cass. First attack. An 18 hits.
I'm gonna shield again.
Ready. you block the incoming tendril. It snaps back. And take an attack. 9 misses.
Oh, moonbeam.
Oh yeah, do the moonbeam. A third attack will miss you as well, Cass. Meanwhile, the Roper is being melted by the moonbeam. It takes 9 radiant damage. And it does have Bane as well, so...
Oh yeah.
Alright, got another oh wait, how many? Oh no, that's it for its 3 tendrils. And it's going to reel Roland in. Actually, first it's going to move. And it's going to move, and then it's going to reel.
The old movie reel.
It will provoke opportunity attack because it moves before it reels you two. So Dagger and Brew can both opportunity attack it if you like. Whoops, I didn't mean to delete the Moonbeam.
I think I'm still reckless.
Yes, you would have disadvantage. Advantage, sorry.
I'm gonna use Bardic on that 16.
Well, it would still even out because you're restrained still. So.
Yeah, you've got a 6. You don't use Bardic
roll a
Inspiration.
6.
Thank you for the offer. I accept to no.
That's a miss from you as well, Dagger. And then it reels Roland in. I'll redraw these tendrils on.
Roland yells, "Scamp! The moonbeam!"
Opens up its mouth. You see these rocky teeth and this churning, bubbling cauldron of its digestive acids just inside its gut. And it tries to take a bite out of Dagger.
You know.
It hits for 27 piercing damage.
Would the Bane matter at all?
No.
Oh no, it'd be no, because it's advantage.
Yeah.
Shit.
Even with Bane, it would still be a 22.
Damn.
Alright. This thing's gonna...
The Roper ends its turn. This one is going to use all 4 tendrils at Cass at disadvantage.
Cass is still praying.
The first one hits and it grapples you.
I thought I had cover from this one.
Yep. You have half cover. But the 22
And this is shield
hits.
still up?
Yep.
Yeah, my shield would still be up.
That gives you 22 AC and it gets a 22 on its attack roll.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then it drags you in, Cass. And it takes a bite. And it hits. It bites you for 24 piercing damage.
Ow.
Man, these things are brutal.
Bye bye, darkness.
Darkness, your old friend.
Oh dang.
And then it starts dragging you away, Cass. And again, you see this horrific sight of this pool of its digestive acids inside of it. And that Roper is done. Nox.
Oh, fuck me. Let's see where Roland is. Buddy! Fuck. Decisions. Seeing Cass take such a massive wound, Nox is gonna kind of look left, right, and just curse. But Sid! And run the full 30 feet up, grab Cass by the arm, and just say, "Trust me."
Nox.
And I'm gonna cast Thunder Step.
Nox. When you get into that square, you provoke an opportunity attack from the Roper to the south.
Wow. Wow.
crazy reach on these things.
It misses. You just see a
Miss-
tentacle whip after you and fall short.
Okay, still. And so I will grab a hold of Cass, say, trust me, like holding onto his arm. I'm going to cast Thunder Step.
Okay.
Love that spell.
All right.
And
you,
we will teleport back to this point here.
You grab Cass, and there is an explosion. After you disappear, you hear a loud boom, and the roper makes a con save. Fails and takes 11 thunder damage.
So that would put Cass probably like either one of these two spaces in front of Scamp, if I had to guess.
Okay, that was awesome.
Agreed. Like the comic book scene in my head is like just going crazy on that tableau. It's so amazing.
It's straight up anime style, like flash lightning.
You go with him
Awesome.
Cass.
I
Get teleported.
can't.
What's that?
I can't touch my token for some reason.
I think you might be on the measuring tool.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm a retard.
That's alright. It happens all the time.
I do that so much.
We're all retarded.
Yeah.
And you are just teleported away from the roper's tentacle. You're free, no longer restrained. Scamp.
Moonbeam is going back over this one in the south, and that is all I'm going to do for now.
The
Except
moonbeam
for-
is definitely doing some damage. You see the roper start to sort of sway side to side. It's being melted away.
I
Meanwhile,
moved back.
the sheer sound of that explosion has sort of drawn Jibber-Jabber to come and sort of investigate, and even a couple of stalactites like fall from the ceiling, and there's an eruption of bones that were scattered on the ground and dirt. And some of you are left with your ears ringing. Roland.
All right. So I am going to reach out and put a hand on Dagger's shoulder, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. And as I cast the spell, I believe in you. Good God, what a shitty roll. I'm sorry, Dagger. I might as well have done a healing word with that.
Too bad you don't believe in yourself.
Well, 7's better than nothing, I suppose. But Bardic Inspiration to Dagger as well, with my bonus action. We might need it. I still can't really do anything, so that's my turn.
Brew.
Tempest is bored of this fight and demands you die, and I will swing recklessly. And I'll throw some Bardic on that, which is which die?
Yeah. A D8.
A 20 hits.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you thump the roper for 17 points of damage. It sears into the side of it, and it is seriously injured now.
Continuing with my Reckless Morning.
Take another swing, but a 15 is not enough, and the Morning Star hits one of the hard parts of the roper and bounces off.
Alright then.
Cass.
I really don't want to get out of cover again. So I'm gonna cast darkness on one of these loose bones down here and stay in cover.
Okay. Another darkness floods the area.
That one was a sorcerer spell slot. And I'm just inside the range. Perfect. Alright, bonus action, I'll move the weapon a bit closer and have it attack again. It's hugging Brew.
Okay, I'll give the roper half cover and you will have advantage. And it hits. The spiritual glaive stabs into the eye of the roper, and the spiritual glaive is sticking out. The roper throws the top of the mound back, lets out another horrible roar that shudders the walls, but still hanging on just by a thread. All of its digestive acids are spewing out of it. You can hear the sizzles as they contact the wall, melt straight through the stone. Dagger, you can feel not only the tendril wrapping around you, as hundreds of tiny little hair-like growths also stabbing into your flesh and sapping your strength, leaving you feeling quite weak. Struggling seems to only make it worse.
No, I'm going to try to attack it again. Nope.
And it is a natural one. It has got your arms just stuck to your sides. You can't even lift the rapier up. Almost falls out of your hand. You can barely grip it. And it's about to pick Brew and Dagger up and Roland and lift you all up. Take a bite out of each of you. Like a Snickers bar.
Each of us.
And then suddenly
when you're hungry.
it stops. It drops you all. And yeah, the rope is not itself. It's hungry. And then the moonbeam just melts the roper down until it's this rock-colored bubbling pool on the ground. You can hear it sizzle, intermingled with its own stomach acids. And you just see all of these little rocky teeth and one eyeball floating around in the goop.
God, I love Moonbeam.
Hurrah! I shout triumphantly, for sure.
Okay, no one is restrained. Get rid of these tendrils. Let's go of all three of you. Meanwhile, the other roper. Let's have a look here. It edges forward. And gonna go for Cass. Disadvantage with 3/4 cover. 4 tendril attacks. Try to grab you from around the corner. 10 misses. 17 misses. 17 misses. And finally a 19 is going to miss. Roper ends its turn there.
Phew.
Nox.
Nodding at Cass, I'm just gonna take. That's 5. Ooh. Quick judgment of distance. Oh, I can't make it. Fuck. Alright, so I. Oh, it's gone, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, it's
You
dead.
see just a bubbling mass now.
Ah, where'd it go? And
Come
then
on.
immediately turn around and I will. Let's see, 20. I'll use the dash action to get 5, 10, 15.
Okay. You run through and dive behind the wall for cover. Scamp.
I am going to move is here so I can kind of see, and I'm gonna bring my moonbeam up, not into the darkness, because if it goes into the darkness it'll disappear, but just kind of sitting there just in case something that way comes, and I'm gonna make it hide behind this big rocky thing, maybe.
As you lean up near it, Scamp, near the stalagmite,
Oh no.
it moves.
Oh shit.
But you just sort of stumbled through and knocked into it, being your clumsy self.
Oh my
The little
god.
shelf of rock just falls off it and breaks at your feet.
That's how you terrify people.
I thought for a second, I was like, I should have stayed in the fucking hallway. That's what I get for venturing out behind cover. That was it.
Rolling.
Alright. Me. 25, 30. Action to dash. I'll dash up into here. And I'll let Cass hear the good word at first level.
You won't be able
I
to
won't.
see him there in the darkness.
Oh, is he in the darkness? Okay, well, then I will give myself that little slot back. Well, in that case, that's it. I just get in the hallway again.
Brew.
Yeah, I'm gonna charge up north, towards that other one. Or, well, not charge, run. Move, probably, that's the word.
Same sort of thing. You are running through the moonbeam, Brew.
Would I...
Make a
do I know enough-
Constitution save if you run into it. You've
Well, I guess I did.
I mean, you see a 10-foot wide column of radiant energy that's like melting things.
Okay.
I think you know enough
I have seen it in action, I guess.
that it's going to hurt you if you run into it.
So I guess about 10 feet back would put me there, I think. That should be, yeah. Okay, that was my 40. Well then, yeah, I'm just gonna go. I'll use my action to dash.
Wait, so you ran through it?
No, I don't run through the moonbeam.
All right. Well,
But I will dash. So let's.
Alright.
Yeah, sorry. Let me. Not
it's
be
gonna
such
be difficult terrain to move past the stalagmite.
Okay. Okay. So, really, I'm just trying to get as much out of my with dash, my 80 feet of movement, to get as north as I can. So the difficult terrain starts like everywhere.
If you move through like these stalagmites, then
Yeah.
it's difficult terrain.
Okay, copy. Okay, cool. So yeah, so like 20, 30.
That'll be 40 feet where you are.
Okay. Then I guess maybe another 20 to get there.
That'll be 55.
Sick.
If you as you move, if you hold right click, it'll actually measure your movement for you. If you like hold your token and as you're moving you hit right click, it'll like plot your movement. And make it a bit easier. I'll show you. So you would have gone through 2 squares of difficult terrain. So that'll be 70 where you are.
Okay. Seems like a pretty good spot. I will stand there and shout at this beast that Tempest wants it to die and finish.
Cass.
Alright, is it a free action to pick that Bone of Darkness up off the ground?
Yep.
Okay, looks like you guys are ready to see, so I'm going to run over here and I'm going to grab it, and then I'm going to run behind the roper, use my dash.
Neat.
Yeah, I can't do that. That jerks my camera around. That's weird. Now it's stuck. What the hell?
Might be
Okay, that's
some sort of
not
glitch.
where I was trying to go.
Oh.
Yeah. Alright, so that's 5 feet to there.
I'll move the darkness template and then when you pick it up I'll move it.
Okay, so that
Right,
should
you tried
be...
to go past the roper and it just roars and whips its head down and knocks you back. It doesn't let you go by it.
Oh, is he... I thought he was up with the stalactites. He's on the floor?
Stalagmite. Yeah, he's a ground creature. Stalagmites
Okay,
are the ones
well-
that go from the floor to upwards.
Yep. Alright, I will go up on the wall and try to get past him then.
Okay. That'll be 10 feet to climb up onto the ceiling.
So I should be able to get to, what about here?
Should be.
Okay.
Easily,
I
yeah.
will-
If you're dashing, you got 60 feet.
And then my spiritual weapon will move a little bit closer.
Dagger.
Okay. I'm going to move. Then I'll use my bonus action dash. That's... How many feet would that be? 20?
Each square it costs double. So yeah, 20 to go through those two. Each square the stalagmites in.
30. And then I'm going to use my regular action dash to get 5, 10, 20 to get right here. I'm not going to go to engage him first.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys hear some stomping coming from Roland and Dagger. You guys hear it coming from the west. And it's Jibber-Jabber, he's running. Jibber-Jabkins! And he just comes stomping in, he roars. Me coming to save you! And he takes a dash action and he runs in. Morningstar and axe in hand. Alright. The roper
Wow.
gonna try and grab you, Cass, with its tendril. 13 is a miss. Second attack. 14 misses. Third attack. A 15 misses. Fourth attack.
15 would actually hit.
Oh
but
yes,
I'll use
15
shield.
hits. Okay. You shield that one off. And it's going to move back and then try and take a bite out of you as well, reaching up onto the ceiling. Oops. Oh no, I did it right. And it hits.
Shit.
It bites onto you for 17 piercing damage. Knocks you from the ceiling. You actually fall 10 feet, and as you hit the ground, you fail one death saving throw from taking damage while unconscious.
Oh shit!
Ouch.
And this bubbling pool is erupting from its maw. Nox.
So that's 10. Shit. I can't make it all the way there, can I? Nope. We're 5 feet short.
Just keep in mind, these squares with stalagmites are difficult terrain as well. They cost it double movement.
So I'd be 10 feet short. Alright, I will... Do I see the roper unencumbered? As far as, like, I know...
Yeah.
Cover?
It's moving. I'd say, yeah, this will give cover. Half cover.
Okay. I reach out to Brew and just tell her and just say, Cass, down, fetch! And I'm gonna cast haste on him.
All right.
And then I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points to quicken spell firebolt. No, so it'd be the other way around, but you get the idea. And that's gonna miss.
It does miss. It whizzes straight by the roper.
Don't let it catch you.
I'll use my last bit of movement to kind of crawl back behind cover a little bit.
Scam.
I am moving Moonbeam all the way up to that roper. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to use one of my Fey energy dice to at least just get him back up to heal Cass.
Bonus action heal.
So you heal for 6 and you get 1 temporary hit point.
Thank you.
You open your eyes to just see this roper gurgling and opening its mouth to prepare to just swallow you.
And then I will
just way to
shout.
wake up.
I'll shout, be careful, Jibber-Jabber. These guys kind of hurt. I don't know how combat ready you are.
He's a giantkin. He'll be fine.
We smashed lots of rocks before.
5, 10, 25. I think it'll be my full movement just to get out to there, right? Like past Jibber-Jabber.
Jibber-Jabber will cost you an extra 5 to go by.
Oh, okay. 10, 20. Yeah, that's as much as I can move, really. So Cass is prone at the moment, but he's not. He doesn't have a tentacle on him.
No.
All right. Then I'm gonna use my bonus action first. Do Mantle of Inspiration, and I can only pick 4 people here, so we'll go with Dagger because she's hurt, Brew, and Cass, and we'll go Scamp. So 8 temporary hit points to all those people, to everybody but Nox. Sorry, Nox. And then you can move up to your speed as a reaction.
I don't need it right now. There is no hate involved.
and you don't provoke opportunity attacks. So, yeah.
If
That
you
would have my movement to stand up, huh? So I'm only over here.
yeah, you only be able to go 15 feet. Cash, you'd be crawling.
So with haste, I've got 80 feet of movement. Yeah.
Yes.
Still working on that. Like I'm using a hotkey to show my movement. And I don't know. I'll figure.
Moving through one of these spaces down here would have been difficult terrain, right? Since I started behind the stalactite.
Yeah. Alright, for a brief moment, Roland just starts to glow with brilliance and almost freezes time as everyone is sort of stuck in awe and gives you all time to sort of tumble out of the way. Even the roper winks at you, Roland. It does only have one eye, so could have just been blinking.
Might have been a blink.
I just see the roper using a tentacle to tap to the beat. Like, oh!
That's my bonus action. I think I have to be. I'm just a little too far away for Bane. So, as my action, we're trying to conserve spells a little bit here. We'll just go with a Vicious Mockery.
Alright, Mr. Roper will do a Wisdom save. And it gurgles a bit.
You're the ugliest traffic cone around.
Disadvantage on its next attack.
And I don't have any more movement. That's my turn.
Brew.
Well, I'm just where I like to be. Tempest, take your stony hide, and I will recklessly swing a Morningstar at it.
A 16 is a miss. A 10 is also a miss.
And with my haste attack again.
And a 22 hits. You slam the Morningstar into it for 15 points of damage. Cass.
Alright, I will stand up, and then I'm going to run away. I'll use a dash to get out of this guy's line of sight. My spiritual weapon was not a concentration, so is it still up?
Sure is.
Alright, it moves a little closer again. I'm just gonna hunker down here.
Dagger.
Okay. I am going to come up here and attack it. Oh shit, I'm rolling horrible tonight.
You've got inspiration.
It's a what? It's a D8?
1d8.
Yep.
I'd have to roll pretty.
You would need a high roll.
I'm not going to use it on this roll. It would require too much inspiration. I'm going to wait to see if
feeling
maybe
quite
it'll
inspired
be
enough.
close. No. If I disengage to over here, how much cover would that give me?
It would give you half cover. You would need to dash.
Alright. I'll disengage back to here.
You mean dash? You've got only 30 feet of movement, so. You're using your bonus action to dash?
No. Because I don't want it to get an attack of opportunity.
Well, did you bonus action disengage?
That doesn't give me more movement.
You've used
I
30
see.
to
You
get
need
up
one or
there.
the other. Sorry.
So you can either dash and move away, or move around it.
I'll just dash and come over here. Can I?
Yeah, there's room for you to squeeze through there. That'll be all your movement.
What? If I come over here, that gives flanking, right?
There's no flanking. You don't have enough movement to get through there anyway. That would be like squeezing, so 10, 20, 30. That would be all your movement.
I'll come over here. I'm gonna die anyway, might as well.
May as well die out of sight. Okay. Does that end your turn? Jibber-Jabber is going to run forward. And he sort of starts smashing through the stalagmites. And you can't get by Brew. Unless he squeezes, which he will do. Come on! And he's sort of squashed in this area, so when you're squeezing, you make your attacks at disadvantage. And attack rolls also have advantage on you. But he runs in to help anyway, and he swings the battle axe that he has. Basically a giant wood chopping axe he's got. 12 misses, and then he makes an attack with his Morning Star, which is like a large bit of fungus with all of these little nodes sticking out of it, and a 14 misses as well. The Roper makes a Constitution save and scamps on it. The Moonbeam only just singes it slightly for 2 radiant damage, and the Roper, it doesn't like you getting behind it, so it's going to do its first attack on you, Dagger. Will be at disadvantage from Vicious Mockery. And it hits. Whoosh! It whips onto you with an 18, and you are restrained. It's going to try and grab Jibber-Jabber next. With advantage, it hits him. And the tentacle extends all the way around him multiple times, squeezing his arms to his side and his legs. You hear him struggle. Then, at Brew. And you're also restrained, Brew. Finally, its fourth attack will be on Roland.
No, I'm not doing anything back here. You don't. Oh.
It wraps around your mouth, and the last of your sentence is like, and then it reels
I
you
wasn't doing shit to it either, but yet it attacked me.
It reels you in, Roland, and it's like it's in heaven at the moment. It's got like a full menu in front of it, and it rubs 2 of his little tendrils together, and Roland looks the tastiest, so it's going to try and bite Roland. And it bites you for 20 piercing damage.
3/4 of his health, I'm sure.
You're just like, it's trying to shove you in its mouth, Roland. You're like standing on its teeth and like trying to hold the top jaw from like clamping down on you.
Like got the guitar in between its jaws.
You look down to just see this little abyss of like bubbling stomach acids or little bones sort of
Oh gods, oh gods, oh gods, oh
bubbling
gods.
around in there.
That was more than half my health, by the way.
I said 3/4.
It still has 2 more tendrils as well flailing around that are free.
Oh no.
That's 10. Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, when it bit me, it took 3/4 of mine too. So I know the pain.
I think everyone knows the pain at the moment except for Scamp.
I don't think Nox has been hit this fight either yet. We've just been lurking in hallways.
That's my full movement. But I reach out and grab Roland. Never mind. It's not gonna even. I don't want to like fuck everybody else's day up because it's not gonna hit the
Oh
rover.
yeah, that pop brew and Jibber-Jabber too.
Yeah. God damn it.
You can
Well, I'm
hit me,
here
I'm
now.
fine.
So. Yeah, no. I kind of look over his shoulder and try and lob a shatter. Here, hopefully trying to not hit Dagger.
Yep.
Or the Etin.
Possible.
Oh, no, that's just my bad. Wrong thing. Level
You
2.
cast suggestion on the stalagmite.
There you go.
Alright, the roper is hit. 13 points of thunder damage. Shifts it off to the side a little bit more and bits of this rocky flesh fly out into the air.
And then I just look at Roland and go like, I'm here with you, buddy.
Oh, well, there's that at least, I suppose.
Scamp.
Would I be able to move to the space under Roland? Or
Yeah.
is that too much?
I'll measure it.
And take 25,
20.
but I don't know if that's difficult.
Yeah, you can get there for 30 feet of movement. Square of difficult terrain.
This is going to be a mistake because I'm going to get grappled next. But I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Roland. Unfortunately, Dagger is not in my range.
Oh, thank you, Scamp. Well, let's see. You
We'll
might
go with
roll
level
like me on the
2.
healing.
Don't jinx it.
I got a little back. Everybody
And
count.
yeah, then that'll be it because he didn't move out a moonbeam, so I don't need to move that. So I could heal.
Yeah, it's good that Dagger was on the far side, actually.
No, I'm going to use my bonus action to hidden step and turn invisible
Okay.
until next turn.
Scamp disappears.
Good call.
Roland.
Alright. Let me check and see if it needs to know a language here. No, I think that'd be a waste. Let's just go with, we're gonna go with another Bane. Playing a few more minor chords. Take the guitar out of its mouth long enough to play the chords.
You don't even need to take it out, you just strum it while it's like holding the guitar up for
Oh, it freaking made it.
Dude, that's the most metal thing ever.
It made the save though. That sucks.
Does.
Wow. Okay. And I'm out of inspirations. So hope I don't die. that's all I can do.
Just put some salt and pepper on yourself at this stage, Roland. Season yourself nicely for it. Brew.
Reckless Morningstar.
15 is a miss. Sorry, a 14. 13 is a miss. And a 12 is a miss. You're hitting it, but its flesh is just too hard. And the Morningstar attacks are bouncing off with each attack. Cass.
Step out to about here. My weapon up a little bit closer.
You step out and you see the roper just holding up like all of your party members, including Jibber-Jabber, just dangling him in the air and holding them down ready to take bites out of them.
Ooh, it's very tempting to just jump back into cover. I'm going to take a shot at the tentacle holding brew.
A 14 misses. What? The second is a crit. 13 points of force damage. It slices through the tentacle, severing it in two.
Thank you.
Dive into cover.
Dagger.
I'm going to try to sever my tentacle. Let's just not work.
It's a miss. You can't quite stab it. It just holds your hand and... Not in a nice way. Holds your hand in a mean way. Hold your hand back and you try to like struggle to get the rapier into the tendril bit. The blade of the rapier touches the tendril, but you don't have enough force to actually stab it through. Jibber-Jabber struggles, and he just tries to hit the roper. This is my friend! And...
Oh, wow. Oh,
it's a natural one.
Right. The irony.
He just cannot move his arms. And his second attack, a 10 misses as well. The roper just... It actually picks him up and despite his size, it shoves him against the wall. And the roper. It is going to make a constitution save firstly. Whoops, I did that and con save accidentally. Oh, it didn't even show up anyway. Alright, it fails and takes 14 radiant damage. The moonbeam is dissolving it. It doesn't like the moonbeam, so it's actually going to move out of it.
So, I forgot this, and I'm going to be honest about it. I think because he took damage, I pop out of invisibility.
No. Shouldn't be. Only if you make an attack.
Not for furbolgs. Their hidden step actually doesn't react the same way as the magical invisibility does.
Okay, yeah, it's a little bit different. All right, you pop out of your invisibility scan, and the roper just looks straight at you.
Shit, I forgot about that. I wasted it.
It provokes an opportunity attack from Brew and Jibber-Jabber because it moves away with its tentacles protruding outwards. Jibber-Jabber's going to take a swing.
Brew's still reckless.
You crit it.
Good stuff.
Whoo! Good damage.
I don't know if you get the Divine Fury though.
Oh, good question. Here, I'll flash it up.
Might still be on your turn. Yeah, it's only on your turn.
Oh.
Okay.
Alright. You hit it for 20 points of damage. Slamming the Morningstar into it. Sorry, I just had something in my throat. Bruce crit. Brew crit me in the throat. And it's going to get some more people with its tendrils. Nox. It hits you. And then scan. It gets you as well. It has every single... Oh wait, that's too many. It'll let go of Dagger.
And it doesn't have brew anymore though, because Cass
that's why
hit it with the tendril.
Yep. So yeah, it another tendril bursts out of it to replace the one that was severed. So yes, it does get everyone except for Dagger now. So it's a mess as well. Like, this rope has no organization. It's like there's no cable management whatsoever. The tendrils are just all every which way. And
I am such a non-threat to it. It just let me go.
Yeah, it just reels everyone in, pulls everyone in closer, 25 feet at least.
It's like the dice are hating her today, so I don't got to worry about her.
Basically. And then the roper is going to take a bite out of you, Brew. It really didn't like you hitting it, so it's, in defense, it's going to take a good old bite. And it hits.
I am juice.
Oh, actually, yes, it does hit 21. Even with haste, still hits you for 12 piercing damage. And it ends its turn there. Knocked.
Well, Jesus. What is happening?
A plate of noodles on the screen.
God damn it. I will. Yeah, I'm going to reach out and just cast a shatter behind it again, trying to release this time at 3rd level.
Alright, it's gonna be a big explosion. $11 points of thunder damage. The top of the roper is blown apart, but it still has its mouth and some of its eyeball dangling down, and it's still alive. Still this sort of like a little mini volcano now of bubbling acid, and it roars. Camp.
Moving Moonbeam back over him, because
Thank you.
he needs to die.
Alright, it is just hanging on, and the moonbeam is starting to just melt it away. Rolling.
Alright, I'm gonna barely get my hands on the strings just because the way he has me wrapped up here. But I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What shitty damage.
It succeeds.
And it even succeeds. This thing is the wisest, most charismatic roper of all time.
They are very good hunters. But that explains the wisdom, but yeah. This one, you were sort of close to it for a brief moment there, Roland, and you could see how people could like it. It was pretty charismatic to you.
You found the Romeo of the roper world.
You think it was gonna put you like, it wasn't gonna let you suffer, it was gonna just like bite your head off very, very quickly. It's not a bad roper at all.
I'll let Dagger hear the good word. The good word at 2nd level.
Okay. 8 healing, Dagger, if you can find your token.
Man, I tell you, I have such bad luck with saving throws from creatures every time.
Brew.
Reckless, hasty, divine, ragey Morningstar attacks.
$11 misses. A 19 is a miss. And a 15 misses. You start hammering into it, the Morningstar, but you're not doing any damage to it. Morningstar bounces off. With each
Such
attack.
tough hide. Yeah.
Cass.
Alright. Holy crap. Alright, I'm going to move my weapon up as a bonus action. And then it's going to make an attack against a tentacle holding someone.
Everyone is restrained apart from Brew.
Let's go ahead and do Roland.
You said it let me go.
It's a crit. That was because I forgot that Brew wasn't restrained because it only had 6 tentacles, so it still got you, Dagger. But now it doesn't have Roland. The Shadow Glaive, it cuts straight through it.
Okay, and then I will go after the one holding Nox next.
And that
Eldritch
hits. It almost completely breaks the tendril in half, but it's still hanging on by a little strand. You hit it one more time and you hear it snap. Tendril whips backwards and Nox is released. Dagger.
I'll try uselessly to attack.
You want to use your inspiration? You get a 15 on your attack.
I might as well. I doubt it'll do anything, but might as well.
And a 19 is a miss. Barely. You're struggling. You're trying to jam the rapier into what's left of its head, and again, you're just held back from driving it home.
Alright, Jibber-Jabber, bring us home.
And anything else, Dagger?
No, can't do shit.
Okay. Don't forget to hit that end of turn button. Jibber-Jabber is struggling and he's gonna swing and swing and he's just stuck by the roper. And now what's left of the roper, it just tries to stuff every single person into its mouth at once. And there's just this bubbling little volcano of acid. The tendrils are picking you all up, and as it's about to stuff you all inside, it drops everyone. And the moonbeam dissolves this roper too.
Wow.
And
The
melts
That was
down.
fun.
Probably the deadliest spell that we have. Has killed so many things.
Okay, for that fight, Moonbeam gets 600 experience points.
Darkness needs experience points too, I think.
Darkness failed me big time this time.
I don't know, you off-tanked the crap out of that North.
You did help us, like, keep that one kind of segregated while we finished off the one down south.
After the fight, Brew, you find yourself sort of hit by this wave of lethargy, and you're left for a brief moment trying to catch your breath as their haste wears off. And Moonbeam, I think, goes for 10 minutes, so they can still be up. Jibber-Jabber, he looks quite concerned, and the heads are asking different people at the same time if you guys are all right. Are you okay? You okay? You all right? How are you?
I mean, there is something to be said about the fact that I do not like to be eaten, so no, I am mentally not okay. Physically, I'm fine, but mentally not.
Me come to save you. He's saying this in Giant as well, so anyone who doesn't speak it, is having it translated. The Scamp, yeah. Scamp could translate it.
Yeah, and I'll confirm that we're okay, and thank you. Thank you very much for coming to our rescue. We appreciate it. Are there many of these creatures in the tunnels?
Me not know. Me never get further than this. They tried to whip at me before. Me got scared, so me runs back. But now, me think it's safe.
Well, I don't know if it's quite safe. We haven't found the spider people yet. But you were very brave today.
Oh, brave enough to get a reward?
Yeah.
Yes! You know what? Jibber-Jabber, you have earned yourself a grand reward. And I will actually pull out the crystal skull and give it to him.
Oh! Skull! Oh, so good! He takes it, and then he just, he runs off to go and stash it immediately.
I mean, it's You know what? He helped save us because that was nasty. Cass, my friend, you okay?
I feel like a chew toy actually, but
Well, you kind of look like one too. But I mean, and I prestidigitation your clothes back to normalcy.
I've done what I can for you for now, Cass, but... Well... Let's hope we don't run into any more of those things.
I could throw out a heal or two if anybody else needed more or wanted more.
I think I'm okay for now.
As you stand there, Dagger, and there is this disgusting bubbling pool, still sort of being dissolved by its own stomach acids.
I'm leaving the moonbeam on it, just as a note.
There is the light from the moonbeam catches a glint. A glint in your eye, Dagger. You see some fine-looking gemstones intermingled in the acid. And they are not being melted by the moonbeam at all. In fact, they're getting cleaned, if anything.
What type of gemstones are they? I will try to examine them while I wait for all the damagey things to go away.
If you tell me you want to reach in there, I can drop it.
I don't think I want to reach in there with the stomach acid right now, either.
One of them is green, and one of them is purple. An emerald and an amethyst. And there are also dozens of coins scattered all over the ground, mixed in with the bones.
Bro, Dagger, you good?
Yeah, Dagger found some stuff.
Gemstones.
You found what?
I found a couple gemstones.
I'll go ahead and drop the moonbeam then.
Okay, it's one emerald worth 100 GP, and one amethyst worth 100 GP.
Well, we ought to look in the one down south, too.
That's not a bad idea.
I'll stroll on down there.
I'll accompany him.
Alright. Down to the south, the acid has sunken into the floor and mostly melted away. And you do find 4 gemstones that have just rolled out onto the ground. And they're all the same sort of gemstone. They're all moonstones, and there's 4 of them. Uncut moonstones worth 100 GP each.
Well, I'd say those are appropriate, given the circumstances.
Well then, I mean, what is it? So, should we party loot them? I mean, there are 6 of us. We could all just take one. Does it matter?
I'm down for party loot if anybody minds tracking it, but I might.
No.
Roland
No,
holds open his bag. Well,
Just scoops them
you can
in,
get-
just like.
you can get them out at any time that you want. It is the party loot.
Well, we also did meet that jeweler back in Skullport.
Ah, she will pay more. It's
Top dollar, as they say. Or
Right.
top dragon.
The 6
That's that?
gemstones goes in the bag of holding.
Yeah, I mean, the way we used to do it on ship, just if you want to take your share, you can take your share. But otherwise,
So we have a couple of options in direction, I do say now.
that was one heck of a fight. Tempest just told me how impressed he was with us. He thought we were all going to get smoked.
Well, tell Tempest to bet on us next time because we do well on our own.
I saw some pretty fungi-looking places up north. It seemed a little more colorful.
Do we want to go pick fungi now? Is that what we're doing?
Well, I mean, that's what we're looking for. Tongues of madness. We might as well pick them up while we can.
Yes.
And
Can I recognize?
No. Go ahead.
I was going to ask if I can recognize the fungi.
Yeah. As you look into this cavern, there's actually a little bit of light glowing in here. A very dim light.
Oh.
It's because of all the phosphorescent moss that grows in patches on the walls. There are gardens of barrelstalk, ripplebark, tin mask, and this disgusting looking tongue growing on the walls.
Oh, we need the tongue. There is a person though.
Oh, hello!
On the far wall is a slight woman wearing a tattered grey robe over black pants. She's sitting cross-legged on a 2-foot tall toadstool. She has long black hair and it's tied back with a swatch of grey cloth that matches her robe. And she stares at you all and smiles. And she seems to speak not to you, but to herself. She looks down to the toadstool. Look, Tia, I told you they're not demons. I wonder if Urgula sent them. Did Urgula send you? As she looks up towards all of you.
Do we know who Urgula is?
He just keeps staring at you. Oh, so you don't know Urgula? I thought she was
Suppose we
looking
don't.
for me.
Madam, these tunnels are rather dangerous. Can I ask your name at least? We'll start with that.
Me? I'm Darabeth. Darabeth. Yes, Darabeth.
Turner knocks. One might be a little, how do you say, crazy?
I just do the international like circle around like the side of the head kind.
Well, it's very nice to meet you, Darabeth. And who is this Urgula that you spoke of?
Urgula? My partner. My wife. I haven't seen her for a while. It's been a while. Long while. I thought she was looking for me. I thought she sent you to get me. I've lost her. For the longest time, I haven't seen her. Can you help me find her?
Well, I suppose we can. What does she look like?
Why, she's beautiful. She has dark hair like me, and she wears dresses nicely. She owns an inn in Amphale, Northshield House.
All right. The physical description would be better, but well, if we run across Urgula, I mean, we can send her your way, but you may want to find somewhere less dangerous to wait.
Oh, I'm safe here. Me and Tia, we have grown to survive, living off the many mushrooms.
Who is this Tia you speak to?
None of your business.
All right. Well,
You're not demons, are you? You're trying
Of
to
course
get
not.
to my Tia.
Does it seem like she's hallucinating? Like she might be high on mushrooms?
Make me a an insight check, Scam. You can't tell whether if she's hallucinating or she's just plain insane. Something else.
you never know with these people.
Um,
Go ahead.
do you mind? Oh,
Go ahead.
can I take the tongues off the walls?
Sure. You
I was asking her permission.
oh, you're asking her. She looks at the tongues. Those ones, they don't taste very nice. You can take them. Just don't tell the demons I'm here.
I will not tell any demons you're here. And I'll go around
And-
gathering as many tongues as I can.
You should be careful. You must have been very lucky that the demons didn't get you. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. They're just outside the cave.
Tell me, what do these demons look like?
I've not seen them, but Tia has described them to me. Big frog monsters with scales and sharp claws. Big teeth! Tia tells me they're everywhere. It's not safe. It's not safe.
I've got something that can protect against demons.
Yes, you gave it to me.
What is it? What is it?
Can I give her the troll mask that we had left over from the last campaign that I still got in my
Roll tide,
inventory?
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Just put this on, and it'll mask your presence from demons.
Right, make a deception checks, Camp.
Shit.
That's the nicest deception. like you're just trying to make her feel better. Unless the demons are real.
Good roll!
She looks curiously at the troll mask. What's that? She starts like speaking like to the what looks like the toadstool. No? What's that, Tia? No. But she says it will protect me. Oh no! You can't trick me! She turns to you, Scam.
Wow.
Tia tells me that you're in league with the demons, and this mask will transform me into a troll. Is this true?
Well,
No.
no.
In my land, from where I'm from, dressing like that which hunts you will confuse them and make them move on.
No. Tia tells me that you're not to be trusted. None of you.
Well,
The demons have sent you here.
Before you make any snap
Stay
judgments,
back! I am a powerful mage. And I will defend myself if needed.
I just want to speak to Tia, if that's possible.
What's that?
I
No.
want to speak to Tia.
Tia doesn't want to speak to you.
Well, why not? I'm a sociable guy.
Tia says that you're trying to trick me, and you will use magic to trick Tia.
Now, why would I do that?
Because you're in league with the demons.
I don't even know any demons.
It's just the sort of thing a demon would say. A trick.
Nox's eyes roll in and just says, Roland, I mean, to be fair, we possibly know a demon or two. I mean, like, your uncle, maybe.
Well,
Yes.
for one thing,
Yes.
I do not have an abyssal heritage, Nox. It is an infernal, so devils, yes, maybe, but demons, no.
You're right. I should be more aware. Thank you for clarifying.
If you are not demons,
Horrible things.
you will rescue me from them. And you'll get me back to my wife.
Well, we cannot promise we'd get you back to someone that has gone missing for the last, couple of weeks? But if you would like to be rid of this area and...
Couple of weeks.
back...
I haven't seen her in 10 years.
Ah,
Oh.
well, that complicates things a little bit.
If you really are not demons, then what are you doing here? Why are you in this
looting,
evil
plundering.
place? This abyssal realm? Why are you here?
I mean, loot, plunder, fame, glory, magical objects.
I will give you
I don't know.
this.
You guys
Magic rope.
couple of...
A magic rope. Yes, I'll give you a magic rope if you can get me back to the surface.
how do we know it's actually magical?
Watch. She holds one end of the rope. And she says, Urgala. Suddenly, the rope, it extends, flying up into the air, seemingly held by nothing. She tugs on it. See? To allow you to climb anywhere. No strings attached.
A rope of climbing, that's pretty cool.
Is that what that? I was gonna say, do I need to make an insight check into this charade?
It's up to you. And she says, Urgala, again. And suddenly the rope just drops and she then works to coil it around her arm. And it definitely doesn't seem like she's using any sort of trickery here, Nox.
Ah,
The rope
well,
seems to be magical.
I do believe that would be definitely helpful. Do you just wish to be back surface side?
Yes, I must get home. I must be freed.
Well,
I must get out of this abyssal realm. I need to get home.
Where is home exactly?
Amphale. Yes. I used to live in Tribor. But my My true home is Amvale.
If we could get you to Waterdeep, would that be okay?
Waterdeep. Waterdeep, yes. It's not far. Not far it is. The river can take me there.
Would you allow somebody to cast teleportation magic on you?
Teleportation magic? Oh, are you a wizard?
Not me, but there's a lady in Skullport that can teleport people up.
Skullport. That sounds like a demon city. Port of Skulls. How do I know she's not a demon?
We will vouch for her.
They can't be demons, Tihar. They are kind. What's that, Tihar? No, we shouldn't do that. No, Tihar. I'm not going to burn them, Tihar.
Whoa, wait a minute. Can I please speak to Tia
Tihar
about
says
this whole
that
burning thing?
Tihar says that she doesn't want to talk to you. That you're trying to trick us. He tells me to burn you. Burn you all. Because you're demons.
But we're not. We've already established that.
Tihar is my only friend down here. Why should I trust a group of strangers over my best friend who has kept me company for all these years?
Can demons cast healing magic?
Let me ask Tihar. Is that Tihar? Yes, Tihar says they can.
Well,
If you want to get out of here, you're going to have to trust us.
Tihar says I should not trust you. And that you're most likely demons. Sent to lure me out to the caves where they lie.
And we're
Okay,
allowed to,
that's
yeah.
fine.
You
We're
can stay
just
here
gonna
then.
take our little tongues and move on then.
Yeah, you can stay here if you want.
Oh, you'd like human tongues, wouldn't you?
Not human
No,
tongues. The tongues
those
off the
fungus
wall.
Is that what would feed you, demons?
I take a step forward with my hands raised, non-threateningly. Madame, look at me. Look at me. I want you to calm down. We mean no harm whatsoever. We have come as simple adventurers down here in the Undermountain. If we are to disturb you, we apologize. If you'd like to go to the service, we would be happy to get you there. But there is no need for violence. There is not need something that we want. But we would like you to calm down. And
Make a persuasion check, Nox.
well, I was gonna say I'm casting friends
Okay.
while I talk.
Alright. Make a persuasion check with advantage. Yes.
She's going to become hostile after a minute.
yeah.
They're much too nice, TR. No, TR, that's not right. Oh, TR, I'm not going to use Cone of Cold on them. What? You're saying that I use a fireball on them, TR? No, that's not right. They're trying to help me. And suddenly this little toad just leaps out of her lap. Tia, where are you going?
Roland!
And then it transforms into this hideous little creature.
Ah. You had a demon the entire time, madam. Sitting on your lap.
And yeah, you just see this little 2-foot tall green humanoid with a barbed tail and horns. It has clawed fingers and toes. And you can see this like sort of green poison secreting from little Quasit's claws. And it looks over at you all. And Darabeth looks shocked. Tia! And the Quasit just gives you guys the fingers. Gives you guys the finger. Screw you guys! And then it just like turns invisible and vanishes. Tia!
That was not any benevolent spirit. That was a demon.
But I thought Tia was a friendly toad. I know, I would lick its back and it would make me feel funny.
You would... What?
I would lick the toad.
I mean, you know...
Pass the time.
Whatever makes you happy. Now, you mentioned wanting to be home.
Yes,
Where?
I do.
Okay. We have a safe transportation for you, one level up. We can arrange such things.
But what about the demons? The ones that lurk in the caves?
We will eviscerate any that we come across. You have my word.
There is an Etten. He is friendly. He is not a demon.
But Tia told me that there are demons everywhere, and I'm not to leave this cave. Because they're lurking just outside.
Tiha was a demon. As a rule of thumb, unless you have magic that allows you to communicate with animals, and I should know because I am a druid, animals won't speak to you.
What?
Yes, I talk to my dog all the time. It does not speak back. It looks at me like I'm stupid, but it does not talk back.
But, are you saying that Tia was not a frog?
Where?
Saw Tiha transform just a second ago, did you not?
Looked kind of froggish to me still.
I think we need to maybe get you some corrective lenses.
So you're telling me the 10 years I've been down here, Tia has been allowing me to lick its back, but really it was an evil demon all along? Are you saying that Tia is not actually a frog?
Wow.
Amazing.
Got it in one. Good job. That's exactly what we're saying.
She falls to her knees. All these years, I found myself in the Underdark, surrounded by strange things, with my only true friend being Tia. And I always wanted to get home, but Tia told me it was too dangerous. So I've stayed here for 10 years. Separated from my loved one. 10 years
Nox
that
just-
I'll never get back. Deceived by a demon itself.
Nox walks up to her, next to her, hunches down, doing the whole full Asian squat next to her, and just goes, there are many, many things that are worse in life. You are still alive. Many people cannot say the same things. And if your wife is still of the living, hopefully she is, what better gift than to show up and just be like, I am back. You can regale great stories of your time spent here. The discussions you've had amongst the demon folk and the arguments and procurements amongst them. You do not need to go into what happened. Now say that it was a grand adventure and that you were happy to be home. He kind of puts his hand up on her back, trying to like soothe her as best he can in like a awkward way.
Alright, after all that, she just goes back to... But what about the demons? The ones that are in the caves? They're everywhere. What about TR? Oh no, where is TR?
TR was not your friend.
No, TR is my only friend. It's not safe to leave. I cannot leave here.
Does she seem like she's maybe under like magical influence of the closet?
Make
She
me a
strikes me as a
medicine
drug
check,
addict.
Scamp.
Are there enough tongues on the walls to get what we need?
There are a few tongues. There are 3 tongues of madness. But the alchemist needs 5.
Oh well, we have 3 now. Just need 2 more.
So the tongue of madness, Scamp can sort of tell what it does. It looks like a large human tongue, but it's edible. Doesn't hold any nutritional value, but if you eat it, then it makes you compulsively speak aloud every thought for the next hour.
Good God, I will not eat that.
Wow.
And
I mean, it could be really entertaining. I do suggest that we at least take a few extra, and we could, use it topside when we want to have a bit of fun, n'est-ce pas?
Actually, it would probably be a very good interrogation technique as well.
Scamp.
Well,
You do a quick assessment of Darabeth, and you can tell that she's actually insane, and she is suffering from paranoia and hallucinations. You would need greater restoration or something similar to actually restore her mind. She has lost it.
Being trapped down here for 10 years might do that. If that's true.
Well, I'm not one to feel guilty often, but I'd feel ever so slightly guilty leaving her without at least her friend anymore. Like, it's one thing to be trapped down here with an imaginary friend, it's another thing to be trapped down here alone.
Was her friend like feeding off of her or anything though? I mean, I don't.
It was real, and it was a closet.
You think something much worse may have happened. If she has been down the Underdark, it's possible that she had some sort of contact with demons, and it had driven her into madness.
We can remember her, and once we become more powerful, or we figure out a way to help her, we can come back, but...
And you can see that, she's just going around in circles. After she comes to sort of this realization, she just goes back to square one, and she still thinks that there's demons around her, and you're not making any progress with her.
Well, in that case,
short of knocking her out and forcibly removing her, we can't really.
And
she won't.
So
no, there are other ways to do this. They're not 100%, but I mean, I could make her go home.
I mean, that's still forcibly doing so. Not necessarily physically, but still forcibly. And
but it is slightly gentler. More gentile.
We could maybe see if the alchemist could craft something that may help her regain her sanity.
Possible.
I've got some extra plants aside from the tongues. So he doesn't ask for gold. So if he can do something that would help her, even if it's just for a brief moment to get her back topside.
Well, before we can ask that of him, we still need to find 2 more tongues. So,
We need
shall we sally forth?
10 total tongues. So
Oh,
we need
10?
7 more.
Oh, okay.
Erebeth, do you plan on leaving this room?
Yes, I want to. I want to get home, but the demons.
I would take that
They're
as a no.
everywhere.
I think we are good if we want to leave her here for the time being. You need to stop eating the mushrooms, though. And I'm going to put down like 4 rations of food and a water skin, just to kind of be like, try not to eat the fungi anymore, or at least for a little while.
No, I must eat. Otherwise I will starve.
Well, that is what this is. This is food.
No, it's not. It's
if you
demon
have-
ichor.
If you
You're
have
trying to
eat,
poison me.
if you have to eat the fungi, then these are the ones that are okay to eat. And I'll point out if there's any in there, any of the known edible.
You
there
do
is.
know you are pointing her to the ones to avoid, and she will eat the ones poisonous to her.
She, you can see that
She doesn't trust us. Huh?
she's been surviving down here. There is barrel stalk, ripple bark, tin mask, and she seems to know which ones to eat and which ones not to. She has been down here for 10 years.
Do I see any that are poisonous or anything?
Tongue of madness, you think, would be somewhat poisonous.
Well, we're taking all those, so we're good.
Tin mask, yeah. It's a poisonous mushroom known as devil's mushroom. A 2-foot tall toadstool with orange and red stripes across a beige cap.
Don't point out which ones to not eat, because she'll probably eat those first.
I'm not gonna cut them down.
I know which ones to eat and which ones not to eat. You can't try and trick me.
I wasn't trying
You know
to
what?
trick you.
Fine. I do believe that the woman knows what she is doing and that we need to be on our way.
Alright, which way?
Be gone.
Which way should we go?
Be gone with you all.
Maribeth, just a quick question. Left or right?
I don't care.
She hasn't left this room.
Don't care where you go.
Well,
Roland flips a gold coin. Well,
Your
according to
magical
Timora,
your
south.
evil demon magic doesn't work on me. Demon face. She looks at you, Nox, knowing that you cast a spell on her. Alright, and you guys decide to take the path to the south. The glowing moss starts to fade, and you find yourself heading down a natural looking winding cavern. It's 5 to 10 feet wide and 10 to 15 feet high, twisting and turning. And we'll take a 10-minute break now. Good time to take a break, and I'll see you guys
Sounds
back
good.
soon.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
See you shortly.
How's everyone doing?
Good.
Good.
Everyone back?
Cass is here.
I'm back.
Skip this here.
Okay, let's continue. You head down south, leaving Darabeth feeling that she's not going to willingly leave this cavern that she's in. You may need to find some magic to relieve her of her insanity. Instead, you decide to press on. You travel down this winding path. All of these caverns are twisting and turning, and you find yourself at an intersection. Southwest, southeast. There is a soft moss covering the ground. Your boots squelch as they are. It's pretty damp in here, and there's still moss clinging to all the walls. You can hear the sound of the river off into the distance, sort of echoing along the walls somewhere to the south.
I will, just out of curiosity, I will light light a torch, and I want to see if the wind pulls it a direction.
Alright, you spark up a torch. And there's very little wind in here. It barely blows it in any direction. A little bit to the east.
Well, I mean, rolling flips a coin. I look for signs of wind. Anyone else have any better suggestions?
Nope. Tempest says there's a fight no matter which way we go.
All right.
Yeah, good to know.
But he's been
takes
wrong
out its
before.
coin again. If we're just going to let Timora decide, we can do that.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Are we trying to go to the river? There were the fish people, I think, and then the Drow.
I put the torch out because I don't need a light source making me a target.
What do we need? We're trying to find more fungus, right? More of those tongues.
We do need more of the tongues, but Jibber-Jabber said that the tongues were east. However, that there were spider people east, I think.
I see that as a win-win. I would like to kill Drow. They've, as they say, pissed me off.
Yeah, at least they don't wrap you in their tentacle-y rock business.
Well, it's either the spider people or the fish people. I don't remember because I didn't write it down. But there's both that he said were his neighbors now, and that they were mean and he doesn't like them. Also,
No,
the
the
river
spider
started
people wrap
tasting
you
bad
bad.
after the fish people came.
Spider people tasting bad. Okay.
No, the water is tasting bad after fish people. Well, it's probably full of fish poop. That's why. It's got fish
Possibly.
poop in it.
But if we're trying to go to the river, I can maybe try and listen down which hallway we're going.
Yes, please. I mean, those big ears might be good for something.
Yeah, listen carefully. Tell us what you hear. Do you hear anything? What do you hear? Can you hear anything? Tell us what you hear. Do you hear anything? and Drew just doesn't get it. Okay, I'm not talking. Not making a sound. Totally not talking.
You can make a perception check, Scamp. You can definitely hear the River Sargoth from this direction, the west.
I will relay that to the party.
Do we want to head towards the river or not?
Yeah, if that's where the
At least we'll
mushrooms
be
are.
heading towards something,
Okay,
rather than just wandering the halls.
the river it is. Dagger, madam, would you mind ensuring that we're not going to walk into bad shit?
I'll just make sure it's good shit ahead.
Yes, I only like the good guano.
Well, Scamp, couldn't you get some animals run up ahead of us, and then if anything gets roped, the animals will get roped?
I mean, I could use a spell to conjure some animals, but I don't know for sure what animals will come, and I don't know how I feel about using them as...
I can stealth and hide on my own.
Yes, Dagger, please continue.
The dagger is very good at remaining stealthy. Much better than animals, most of the
Have
time,
you
I
seen
think.
my rolls tonight? I don't.
I have confidence in you, Dagger. You'll do swimmingly. Just don't
In
swim
the words
in
of
the water.
Roland, I believe.
I believe in you.
Alright, you saunter up, Dagger, and you actually find this cave, this tunnel connects to the cave that had the stalagmites in it, where the ropers were. And you can clearly hear the sound of a slow moving river to the south.
Okay, well, I'm moving stealthily and silently thanks to my boots.
Alright, you creep forward and you see another intersection here. But the sound of the river is very close. In fact, as you peer around the corner to the south, you will see a small beachhead.
Hey, Dagger, is it safe up there? Bruce shouts.
You can see the river up here. And a wider tunnel leading off to the east. You see...
Nox will just kind of hold up his fingers and wave people along as he's moving.
You see a few bats flutter from the east towards you, Dagger. Harmless bats.
Yeah, harmless.
Okay.
You know, bats can have rabies, right? Very bad. One bite, you're infected.
Make me a stealth check, Dagger.
I have advantage if it's dependent upon sound.
Okay. As you creep up, there are more bats fluttering around. You see these natural shells of rock with narrow ledges lining the walls at various heights. Much too high for you to see over. Some of them are 30 feet high. And you see the floor dotted with stumps of zirkwood trees. The trees have been felled, and a few bat carcasses are laying about. Dead bats are just dotted around here and there.
Anything up on the ceiling?
The ceiling it's got a heap of stalactites, as usual. It's 50 feet high, so you can see it. You can't see beyond these cliffs though, for the most part. This one you can sort of see above because it's 10 feet, but there are much higher ones.
I motion for Nox to bring the group here before I move on. Come up to me, Nox.
I just kind of start trying to like creep as best I can, not really knowing what's going on. What? Dagger, what is it?
I don't trust this room, so I want the group here in case something happens while I move through the room.
Ah, well, we need to come up with a code word for that, just to make it easier.
We got your back, buddy.
He says as he lights up the cavern with his torch.
Oh yeah! Wow, way to roleplay being dumb. I was just doing that for being in character.
Cass,
I can see a bit farther
you
away.
have the best
but do I
eyes of
see-
all of us.
Cass, as you look beyond, you see a pit, a very, very large pit in the ground here. Crevasse. There's also a tunnel leading off to the north. About here. The wall comes away. There's a large Zerkwood log spanning the crevasse.
Oh man.
I'm no expert, but this room looks to be full of ropers.
I have.
They're not they're not stalagmites. These are Zerkwood trees. These 40-foot tall
lost
mushrooms.
the group. Oh, there we are.
Well, Dagger, it's up to you if you'd like to progress further on your own. I mean, you are the most sneaky of all of us.
Well, I will continue on, but I just wanted this room. I don't trust this room, so I just wanted the group here in case something happened.
Yeah,
No,
we don't want anything to happen to you.
I'll continue stealthily moving through this room.
Alright, when you get to about there, Dagger, you're attacked.
Of course.
From the south and to the north. And you're surprised, as is everyone else.
I need to get the alert feed or something.
I'm wicked surprised. Wow.
There's no way you saw this coming. Hidden behind this 12-foot
I saw it coming.
shelf of rock, there is a male drow. He has a shield in his hand, black studded leather armor on, and he just comes at you with a short sword. He moves so silently that he's practically undetectable. He He's going to make his first attack at advantage. He does remain hidden as he jumps around this corner here and sort of meets you at this point. Makes his first attack with his short sword. 21 hits. You feel this horrible burning as you're hit with poison. You take 18 points of damage. He makes a second attack.
I'm probably gonna die.
11 misses.
Oh, thank goodness.
He doesn't say a word, but he does do a hand signal to a small shelf of rock to your north. And then he quickly breaks away, and you don't have a reaction. He breaks away, hiding behind this rocky shelf. You guys are surprised. And crossbow bolt fired at you, dagger. Let me just make his stealth check to see if he will be hidden. 16. Your passive perception is 13. This will be at advantage. Another drow hides on a shelf of rock 10 feet up. I'll remove the dynamic lighting now. And a 23 hits you for 8 piercing damage. Make a constitution save, dagger. Start to feel a little bit woozy, but you don't fall unconscious. The male drow then skirts down the rock and sort of shuffles down using 20 feet of movement, draws a short sword, moves his final 10 feet and engages you in melee. Roland, you're up.
All right. Oh shit.
Actually, before that, he actually attacks you with his second attack, dagger. I forgot to do his second attack.
No.
A 13 misses. Alright, Roland, go up.
10,
go ahead.
15. 5. Can I get the template for hypnotic pattern, please?
Sure. You'll easily be able to hit just the 2 drow.
Yeah. I figured I would be, but just in case. And let me actually hit it on my character sheet here. 15 is the save.
Alright, the drow have Fey ancestry, so they have advantage. And this swirling pattern appears above them. It catches their gaze. Both of them are not affected.
Well, that was a wasted turn and a wasted 3rd level slot. Well, I literally can't do anything else at the moment. So, shit.
This drow very quickly runs around and jumps at you, Roland.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes in with his short sword. Misses with his first attack. Shifts around and does this dance as he takes a second attack at you.
Oh no!
And he hits you straight into your side. You feel a bit woozy, and then everything goes black. Drop to the ground unconscious.
Yeah, just go straight down. Fuck.
And he smiles, and then he does like this sort of bring it on gesture to the rest of you.
If I wake up, he's gonna catch a shatter so hard.
Brew.
Yes, Brew will definitely do some bringing of it on. The sound of his friends in pain enrages him like no other, and he rages. and he's reckless, and he's gonna run up there. I think I can just sneak past Nux there on the diagonal. Let's see.
Yeah, I think you can. I'm not very
You
big.
can squeeze by him.
And that is 40 feet right there.
That would be 50 feet where you are.
Is it? Oh.
Yep. 50 feet.
Okay. I will dash to get 80 feet of movement. Just get right up here. Just go right there.
Alright, you provoke an opportunity attack from this drow.
Yeah.
And he takes a swing. 15 misses. Cass.
I will hang back here. I'm probably not getting any closer to these guys. I'll Eldritch Blast them though.
A 21 hits.
It's the closest one.
Okay. You hit him for 3 force damage. And you hit him... Oh no, wait, sorry. That is going to miss. Due to cover.
Okay.
Hits the wall. Dagger.
I am going to do bonus action disengage. And I'm going to drink a potion.
Good call.
For shitty health healing.
8 points
but-
of healing. Scamp.
I am going to I'll produce flame at the one closest to us there.
It's a mess. He holds up his shield. The produced flame is bounced off. Hits it away.
And I'm gonna bonus action use one of my Fey energy to get rolling up. That's 4 and 1 temporary hit point. Let's move forward a little bit more.
The drow attacks. First attack. 14 is a miss. Second attack. That hits for 12 points of damage. 9 poison, 3 piercing. He skirts around behind you. Nox.
So I had a question about distance. So that's 20 feet to there, but I'm assuming that's like a raised terrace.
This is 30 feet high, so I'll draw on. I'll actually make markings so you can see the the heights. That's 30 feet. This one is 20 feet. 10 feet. 20 feet.
Okay. Then I will... Ooh. I'm going to roll up to... You know what? Fuck it. I'll roll up to this guy right here. And I'm going to reach out and just, Chidori his ass with a shocking grasp.
That hits him. You zap him for 9 points of lightning damage.
And just look at Roland. Run, you fool!
Roland.
Well, much as I would like to do that, I wouldn't be able to get very far. I do stand back up.
You can still run without provoking opportunities.
Oh, this is true. So I will do that. I will run the 15 feet that I can away from the man. And you said that he had like leather armor on.
Yeah. A lot of leather.
So, okay. So, let's see here. I'm gonna imagine that his short sword is made of metal, though. I'm gonna cast something I haven't cast in quite a while.
Heat metal?
Heat metal. On
Yay!
this guy's short sword.
Okay.
So, he might... And I'll have to do it at 3rd level because I'm out of 2nd level slots.
Alright. The
Wow.
blade starts to glow.
What?
Those you couldn't have rolled worse.
Literally
That's
could not
impressive.
have rolled worse.
It's a very, very quick glow of his short sword. He takes 3 fire damage, and he does not drop the blade.
Yes, just absolutely ridiculous.
You gave him disadvantage though, at least.
That was rough.
Yeah, he has disadvantage on stuff now. Yeah.
And it sticks around.
Yeah. I'm concentrating on it, or I should be. I don't know why it didn't. Oh,
It
did.
is.
Alright, he attacks Nox at disadvantage. 15 is a miss. Then he moves in to flank Brew. And provokes from you, Nox.
Alright, we'll try and jab at him with the dagger.
You take a swing and he's very quick. An 8 is a miss. Makes his second attack on Brew. And a 10 is a miss. He ends his turn there. Brew.
Yeah. So... Yeah, I'll go ahead with this standard shield face smash on the guy to the... Reckless.
Alright, you crit him. And you whack him with the glowing shield for 20 points of damage. It sort of catches him off guard, he wasn't expecting that. And you've broken his nose.
Yeah. Great. Gonna do a bonus action grapple with advantage from raid.
Alright, he will try to dodge out of the way. And yeah, he ain't dodging that. He is grappled with 26.
Great. And then I'll smash the shield in his face again. Still reckless, because what's here?
A 17 is a miss.
Well, wouldn't you know?
He ducks
All right, then.
underneath the shield using his dexterity.
And I have a bit of movement, so I might as well make use of it. I'm gonna drag Dumbbutt here over and up. Yeah.
I envision this weird, like, do-si-do moment with the two of them.
Cass.
I'll go ahead and jump back out into view. And then I'll take 2 Eldritch Blast shots. That's the one that he's grappling.
$17 is a miss. And so does a 15. He just shifts around and blocks where needed.
Okay, that's it for me.
Dagger.
Okay. I will come up and try to attack.
17 misses. He whips around and smacks your rapier away with his short sword, parrying you.
Disengage.
Scamp.
I am going to move up over here. And which one did Roland do heat metal on already?
This one.
So I'm going to do heat metal on the other one.
Ah, nice. Heat metal buddies.
But I'm going to do it at 3rd level.
I had to do it at 3rd level too. I just rolled like shit. See,
There
that's the
you
kind of
go.
roll that I wanted.
Alright. You see his hand start to smoke. He takes 20 points of fire damage and he's forced to drop the short sword.
Yep. And I'm concentrating on that then too. But that'll end my turn.
Okay, he Alright. He will go ahead and pick the short sword back up. And then he will shroud both of them in a globe of darkness. Cast darkness. Engulfing the 4 of you. 2 Drow, Brew, and Dagger. That's his turn. Nox.
Based on where they were, could I infer like a general idea of where to throw a spell?
Yeah, you know exactly where they are. They're not hidden, they're just heavily obscured.
Okay.
If the spell
just
is by
call out-
sight though, then you won't be able to put it in the darkness. So it sort of depends on the spell.
Good to know. Yeah, nope. No sight required. I'm going to reach out and just throw a shatter in the general area of the 2 Drow that I saw. Hopefully trying to miss Brew, but because of the shadow, if I misjudge, I understand.
Well, what square are you putting it in? You're centering it in that square? Alright, if you're putting it there, it does hit Brew. Make a Constitution save. Brew. Alright, you'll hit for 11 thunder damage. And the Drow. They
I don't
both
mind.
fail, and they both take 11 thunder damage as well.
And doesn't the darkness...
Yep. The Drow fails. Does that include his... He is proficient, so he should have a +5 on his con save. So he actually made that save with a 10.
Fair
And
enough.
darkness remains.
And I will use my movement. That's 5. To climb this is just 20, right? Or is it a check of any kind?
It would cost you 40 feet to climb up there and require athletics check. Climbing is
Well
half
then.
movement speed.
I do not have 40 feet, so I will stop
Wait,
at
I just realized,
the,
what's going on with this con save? He rolled a 5. Yeah, +10. Never mind, yeah, he made it. So yeah, if you want to climb up, it's part of your movement, Nox. Make an athletics check. There are a lot of handholds and footholds.
Make my athletics check at -1. No.
Try to grab on and you fall straight back down to the ground.
Cool beans.
Roland.
Since I've already got the spell cast, I don't need to be able to see him to reapply the heat metal damage, right?
No.
Okay. Well, as my bonus action, I will reapply that damage.
Okay.
Cooking.
That's much better than the last roll.
Alright, he still holds on to his sword and he takes 15 fire damage.
Alright, and I will ready... No, I can't ready a Vicious Mockery or I'll lose heat metal. Fuck.
What? Why would you lose heat metal?
Because
Vicious.
to ready a spell requires concentration, and it'll
Oh wow.
draw
Didn't know that.
concentration on the...
Spell stuff, Brew. Don't worry about it.
And-
yeah.
I guess I can't... There's not really an action that I can... Well... Does reapplying that damage count as casting a spell?
No.
Okay, then I can cast a regular spell here. I think Bane is up to 3 creatures, so I can see. I'm not gonna.
Could
do
you
it.
heal yourself?
Well, I mean, I could, but I want to. I only have 2 spell slots left. I want to conserve just in case. I'm just gonna take the dodge action.
Okay. Alright, out of the darkness, you see a glowing, red-hot short sword tossed towards you, and you hear an elven, "Take the fucking short sword!" And it just sort of lands, like, over on the ground next to you. And
That's a
then
good toss from, like, where he is.
he throws
Jesus.
at 20 feet, and then he runs. He quickly withdraws, heading to the northeast.
Does
Can
Brew
I-
get an opportunity attack?
No,
Can't see him.
he's in the darkness.
Dang.
Brew.
Well, I'll happily batter this guy into submission. I shout out to the group, do we want him alive?
Well, we can't answer you till our turn, but yeah.
You can answer.
I drag Nutbar here out of the dark. And I can't remember how it works, but whenever it is that you declare that you're trying to not kill him and just knock him out, I'm gonna try to do that.
Okay, it's when you reduce him to 0 hit points.
Okay, so I'll do that with my shield to try to knock. Reckless.
Alright, so you swing a 19. He will parry you, and that will miss. He uses your action to parry you, increasing his AC.
Try again.
A 15
Dang.
is a miss.
Huh. Alright then. Well, he can probably see through this darkness. I'm guessing. Maybe I'll just drag him a little bit south. Or no, I'll just leave him right there where everybody can smack on him.
Okay. Cass.
Alright, I will step out here. He is not in the darkness, so I'm gonna use this cantrip I forgot I had. He's injured, so I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on him.
Alrighty.
Ooh.
See if it works.
I like Toll the Dead.
Alright, he does a wisdom save, and that's a success.
Yes, it is.
That's unfortunate.
You hear a bit of a gonging sound on the bell. Dagger.
Come up here and attack.
That hits him. I get him for 17 points of damage. He is reeling and coughing up blood on the brink of collapse.
To disengage down here.
Okay. Can't see exactly how hurt he is, but you can definitely hear him coughing and spluttering a lot. Scamp.
I finally rolled above a 10.
You hit something.
Am I able to do non-lethal damage with heat metal?
No. It'll basically combust him. He'll catch. You could try. You could do that and then try and stabilize him afterwards.
Sure. We'll go that route. We'll attempt to burn him to death and then stabilize.
Okay.
We're
We
rubbing off.
really have been underground far too long, Scamp.
I need to readjust my spell slots,
he just
but I'm in
screams,
bonus action.
And from his hand, he completely catches on fire and he drops to the ground.
Somebody
Quick,
stabilize
quick.
him!
Put them out. Put them out.
Oh, I can
I
move! I've
will.
got my action, actually. So yeah, for my action, I will attempt to stabilize him.
Make a medicine check.
No! No!
All right, Scamp, you like go over and you grab like a cloth or a piece of some sort of cloth, and you're like trying to blow him out, and the fire's just getting bigger.
Help! Help!
Beat it out. Beat the fire out.
I will try and help her. This thing.
Well, still an initiative.
Oh, sorry.
All right, the Drow makes his first death save success. Knocked.
Just make it worse.
Yeah, you go over Nox and you like start trying to give him like CPR, even though he's on fire. You're like pushing on his chest. You're like, "Come on, damn it! Don't die on me!"
Slap him around a little bit.
Rolling.
Roland will come join the party. Why not? I have spells left, but yeah, we're not doing that for him. I will try to do the medicine check though.
All right, you just get a blanket and throw it over him, and he's stable.
Oh.
Yeah, you smother the fire.
I'm sorry, I panicked. I'm not good around, like, actual burning fire. I just fling it at things.
It's all right. No one blames you.
I think I died from fire one time. It was painful.
I'm gonna drop concentration on heat metal.
Okay.
If anybody wants to
Yeah,
go pick
I
up
will
a short
do
sword.
that as well.
Still an initiative. There's only one of the Drows have been defeated. There was two.
Oh, he did run away.
Well,
But the darkness is not gone.
So, yeah, no, the darkness is not gone. We're still in initiative.
cook
Alright,
that heat metal.
this crossbow bolts for you, Dagger. A bolt flies past you and misses. And now we're no longer in initiative. The Drow has got away.
And so did we.
The darkness will subside very quickly after that.
And we do have one. I mean, they're going to know we're here, but we can learn.
We've got the tongues of madness if we need them. I'm also going to cast Cure Wounds on Roland and a Cure Wounds on Dagger, both at first level.
Thank you, Scamp. Wow.
Good
That's
roll.
your dagger. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter.
It was going to be you and then Dagger, because that's the order I set them in, but since they're the same, yay!
Fairness. Alright. Well, what do we do with this one?
Well, first we slap him awake, and then we torture him menacingly, and hopefully he tells us what we need to know.
Well,
Let's
I'm not
tie
too big
him
on
up first.
Yeah, the tying up first sounds like a good idea.
Whoever's
We
tying
could-
him up can make a sleight of hand check.
We could just feed him one of these tongues. I'm sure there's more that we're going to run across at some point, and we don't have enough already. Then we wouldn't have to torture him. He would just have to speak his mind when we ask him questions.
Well, that would make sure there's less risk.
You guys tangle him up in the ropes like the roper.
We learned a little something.
I mean, that is not a bad idea.
Nox just does like a sort of a bow, like you're tying a shoelace, and Dagger comes over and does a double knot.
You don't need to make me look bad. Jesus, he's already down.
I'm not trying to make you look bad. I'm trying to prove a point to him when we wake him up.
Both of your
Sure.
knots are pretty.
Look, I go for aesthetics. I cannot lie. Out of curiosity, because Scamp gave me that book of of alchemy, would I know that raw tongue would be better, or do I need to process? It doesn't need to be processed better for like better effect.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Whatever it says there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it just says
you just eat it.
Cool. Well, I actually agree with this. I mean, how much does he need to eat?
I would guess a tongue. I would just prefer not to
tongue?
torture people.
Yeah, he's got to eat the whole tongue.
Oh, fair enough. All right. Let's. I pull out my knife and start taking tongue from Scamp and cutting it into like reasonably large, bite-sized bits.
We're not going to feed it to him until he's awake.
I know, but preparedness.
Oh, I was going to go for the intimidation factor of slowly carving it. Feeding it to him.
Tell him it's his own tongue.
I mean, to be fair,
while we're doing this,
there's no need-
To be fair, it does look like a human tongue, not an elf tongue, so he may not be tricked like that.
Oh, no. I was... No, not trying to convince him it's his tongue, but I'm sure he knows what the mushroom is.
No,
So rather
see,
than just force feeding him certain points, taking the whole tongue and then just slowly carving it up in front of him while I feed it to him.
See, I would prefer we wake him up, and as soon as he's awake, I force feed him, and then he's left wondering, what did he just eat?
I think we are definitely going to have to force feed him, but maybe we should move into an area that is not where we just fought one that ran off.
Okay,
while we're
let's
waiting for
drag
him to
him
wake
to
up.
the
Yeah.
water.
Sensible.
Right.
Let's drag
I'm
him
gonna
to the
frisk him
water.
for weapons. I'm gonna frisk him for weapons, and I also brought a couple pairs of manacles, so I'm gonna slap a pair of manacles on this guy.
All right, you manacle him up.
Ooh.
You search him. He has a hand crossbow.
I look at Roland and be like, Roland, you know, sometimes you look like you don't know what to do. Maybe you want this.
He has a shield. He has a short sword. He doesn't have any coin pouch on him. You could take his studded leather armor off. And he also has an obsidian scarab on his person.
Interesting.
It has a sigil on it. It looks like the one in the top left-hand corner.
Shiny.
House Evrindar. Obrindar, I guess.
Sorry, it's the one in the bottom right-hand corner, not the top left-hand corner.
Well, that changes everything, Seb.
Well, I mean, it does. I mean, look, the colors are different.
And it has two piercy parts
You
instead of a
recognize the
heady
symbol
part.
on the Drow Rizaril. You may have had it, a small little symbol like this that probably meant nothing to you at the time, but now you make a connection. And you believe it is the symbol of House of Rinda. A Drow house.
Can we move him back towards the alchemist way rather than going over here? I imagine that there are more things over here, like fish people, that we'd have to worry about.
So
How
yeah,
far
I'll
do we
just
wanna
like
drag him?
I'm just gonna, if I can, I'm just gonna keep him grappled as we move along.
Yeah, you,
Well, if he's manacled at this point,
Yeah,
like he's not going anywhere.
he's restrained from the ropes.
Okay, yeah, we got. Okay, cool.
Ropes, man.
Just saying, like, don't want him to be able to, even if he can run, that one of us would have a hand on him to prevent him from running it.
Hey, he ain't
Alright.
moving unless he's escaping from the many
Unless he's
restraints.
Houdini.
Back into the roper room, maybe?
Why not?
Well,
The thing about those ropers, I'm sure they would have eaten anything nearby, so it probably is fairly empty. That's the one idea he gets per day.
Alright, let's slap this son bitch awake.
Alright, you just grab him, Nox, and you just hold your arm and smack him over the face as hard as you can. And now he's back making death saves. No, I'm joking. Yeah. Slapping him, it seems to just hurt him more. It's definitely not going to wake him up. He's like suffered a bad concussion. Not the sort of thing that you can just sort of throw a bucket of water on his head and he's going to wake up. He's going to need some rest or some healing.
Does
Maybe-
anyone have a way to
Crappy
heal
potion.
him?
While we wait on him to wake up, do we want to take a short rest ourselves?
That's what I was maybe thinking.
Why not?
wouldn't be a bad idea.
I really do not want
for
to
a
waste
little bit.
our resources on waking this guy up when we're probably just going to kill him after he gets the information we want.
Oh, good thing he's not awake to hear that.
Settle down. He's not Jimmy.
You're such a rogue. It's awesome. Quick question: can I, while we're short resting, can I take my short rest by like being over near the wall and stealthing if I put my torch out, just in case somebody comes up from like this a ways? I can be like hidden.
Sure.
Oh, and we have this.
Yep, that.
Alright, you guys take a short rest. And the Drow does wake up after the hour.
Whoa.
Oh dear.
Well, he's tied up. It's okay.
When he comes
Oh,
into
he-
consciousness, he doesn't immediately try to escape. He already has his understanding that he's been captured. He sort of just is laying on the ground there, with his little red glowing eyes, stark white hair.
Everybody
Knox
remember
would have
Song
been
of
like waiting
Rest.
for him to wake up, playing with a knife in front of him, just kind of doing the whole like, "Oh, you're awake now. Do we need to make you smile? You look a little sad."
Oh, that is so creepy.
Anybody
He's
rolling
Speaking
hit
to him in
dice?
Elvish.
Oh, roll a d6. Well,
I am.
Yeah. What do you want? Replies in Elvish. What do you want from me?
Well, you know, happiness, long life. I want many things, but from you, I would be satisfied with a couple of very quick and easy answers. The first of which, how many should we expect around the corner?
You are looking for my kin? We are many. More than you are. What
Well,
do you
that may
hope
be.
to do? You want to kill us? Is that why you want to know numbers?
Well, that's not the direct result I was looking for. I mean, I actually just wanted a, simple number from you, but
I don't care much for any conversation with you. But if you want, I can take you to my priestess who commands me. She will answer your questions.
quick reminder, Seb. Did we get the name of the priestess that killed Jimmy and like forced us to like
Trissa.
go hunting?
It's the House of Rinda, I think.
Yeah, House of Rinda.
So then I must ask, how do you feel about House of Rinda?
I am of House of Rinda. I feel that you have already taken my pendant. This symbol is House of Rinda. Very powerful Drow house that you do not want to cross, friend.
You know, Roland, I try to talk to these people politely. They do not like it when I talk politely. It makes me feel like I am forced to always do the bad things.
Well,
It might be
There is
your
nothing
French
bad
accent.
that you can do to me. I have seen it
Oh.
all.
I'm gonna I'm gonna
Don't
do
scare me.
Drow sign language to him and say, "Oh, I don't think you have a very good imagination."
Make an intimidation check, Roland.
That's the one charisma skill I'm not proficient in. Hey,
You were saying?
Speak, what do you want with me? I have already told you. I will take you to my commander. She will tell
What's
you.
your...
You want to know.
what is your commander's name?
Her name is Melith. She's the leader of our outpost.
And what are you doing in this particular part of Undermountain?
I'm not authorized to answer questions, do you? You must speak with my commander. I can assure you there will be no harm. If you come with a truce, she will understand. We can be allies.
Scamp is wandering off to go talk to Jibber-Jabber.
Allies against who exactly?
Against the monster in this level.
Monster.
Yes. The creature. The aboleth.
Okay, Roland looks to Nox like, oh shit.
Wait. There's an aboleth?
I have said too much. I cannot tell you anymore. Already, if Malif learned that I had told you this, I am as good as dead.
We will not tell her. But seriously, an aboleth?
I cannot discuss this with you. I implore you. It is a wise decision for you to meet with my commander. You can assist us, and we can form a truce with you.
Well, you do. I mean, you did attack one of your own, and I point over a dagger, who is obviously now in Drow form.
He notices her, and he sort of scoffs. I do not care for her or whatever house she stands for. There are many Drow that have been replaced from our homes.
Do me a favor. Count to 100 on your own. And try not to pay attention to us. I kind of I tell Brew, make sure he doesn't move. And I want to call Dagger and Cass over and kind of slightly away from earshot.
I grab him by the throat.
Oh, Brew, don't kill him.
Put my face like real close to his and just sit there and breathe.
I mean, that could kill him.
He tries to say something, but you're just grabbing him so tight that he's just sort of coughing and spluttering.
So, I am tempted. If there is an aboleth on this level, that is a far great threat. But while I have no love of the Drow themselves, I do believe we should, slay as many things as we can along the way.
Well, if there is indeed an aboleth down here, then we will probably need help against it if we were to come across it.
My other thought is, an aboleth would probably know many of the secrets. And one might argue that, to slay an aboleth, who knows what other things it might make easier on ourselves.
Something that we also must consider. Hallister did charge you with destroying Drow in Undermountain and, well, to make an enemy out of Hallister. Not necessarily the smartest thing either.
Don't get me wrong. I am not one to say that we don't do one thing and then turn around and betray our comrades in arms for that reason. More so because they are Drow, and I've slowly determined that I do not like the Drow.
Oh, they would turn on us the second Aboleth is dead.
I suppose.
Well, then it's fair, right?
What do you think, Cass?
That's a tough one. I mean, I don't know that we're really equipped to go against an aboleth with or without help.
It's true.
But I don't like the idea of leaving one alive behind us either, so... If we need allies of circumstance, I wouldn't be against it.
The enemy of our enemy is our friend, for now.
For now.
If
Like I said, I do not...
Go ahead.
I do not want to work with the Drow, but an aboleth is something to be feared. And as such, we should respect the idea that we could do this better with at least a little help, be it unwanted, than to do it alone. N'est-ce pas?
Well, let's at least get sureties of some sort that we will get conducted safely to this meeting with this this commander, and hopefully we don't get betrayed along the way. If they're serious about this, then, well, hopefully we don't get attacked again. I would rather not get ambushed.
Are we in accords?
I think so.
Sounds
I
like a
believe so.
plan.
I will go inform Scamp.
Yes, please go fetch her. Tell her that no one has died and she doesn't need to worry about such delicate sensibilities.
Well, I won't say that.
Jibber-Jabber comes stomping in with Scamp on his shoulders. Hey!
Hello, Jibber-Jabber.
Scamp showed me spoke. Cameron.
Oh. That's very good. That's very good, Jibber-Jabber.
What's
Scamp, we
that
have come
mean,
to
Scamp?
What?
What's he saying?
He said that's very good.
Oh, damn you! Damn you very much!
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Jibber-Jabber, if you could let Scamp down, so I can talk without having to yell up at her.
He like grabs her and like puts her down like basically on top of you, Roland. There you go! Like, sort of
That's not... Oh,
throws her to you. Catch!
Oh, I mean, I would try, but I would probably fail miserably.
She's a big girl. Sorry, Roland.
Roland's not that big a guy.
Just knocks you off your feet, Roland.
I'll get up and prestidigitate myself off a little bit. Well, we have talked it over with our prisoner, and we have not killed anyone. Seems there's an aboleth somewhere on this level. And, well, we're going to go talk with his priestess about a possible alliance against this aboleth for now.
Okay, is a good idea? The last Drow that sent us on a mission also put something in one of our friends as a contingent that we not betray them.
Well, we won't go as prisoners this time. We'll come in with a little bit of leverage. And you can read people a little better than we can, Scamp. So he assures us that he'll give a safe passage, but, well, who knows?
I can try and see if he's telling the truth. And she'll switch to speaking giant. Jibber-Jabber, I know you don't like the spider people. Have they ever done anything to hurt you?
Oh, no. But they seem to be staying where they is.
Okay. So why don't you like them?
Me has heard story. They killing peoples. Alchemist told me.
And did he say it was just spider people in general, or do you know if it was these ones specifically?
All spider people. But they're okay. They neighbors, but never come to say hello. We good.
Okay, well, we're gonna go talk to the spider people now. You should stay here, though.
Okay, you tell them my name Jibber-Jabber, and I'm living here. Sometime they should come visit me, and Alchemist lives over there. And this can be your room, scamp.
He points to these blue cat mushrooms.
Oh, I get a second room? Because you gave me that other mushroom before that's gonna be my vacation home.
Oh no, that's Jibber that give you this one. I Jabber, I give you that one.
Oh, well, thank you.
Don't tell Jibber.
I won't. Don't worry.
Oh man.
Okay.
If they seem nice, I'll tell them to come meet you. If they don't seem nice, I'm not gonna send them here, though.
Okay, watch out for fishy folk and stinky lizard. Bye bye. Damn you!
Damn you too!
Oh, that Jibber-Jabber is quite the character.
He's nice, though.
Oh, yes.
We'll head back.
The Drow seems very patient. He just waits. Doesn't try to struggle at all. Even with Brew just like almost snapping his neck.
Brew kind of wants
him out.
to struggle. Brew's trying to provoke him.
So,
Brew, please put him down. And
I walk away. I let him down. Walk away.
And I walk up and kind of like help him stand up and do the like dust off the shoulders kind of motion. So you know what? We will come to meet your priestess under two conditions. One, you allow us to still bind your hands because, well, we don't trust you, and I just believe it fair that we have some security walking into this. And two, that you tell us how many Drow follow this lieutenant of yours, this priestess.
She is the commander of our outpost. Our outpost is small. There is few of us, but more than you are. Badrin, Talfir, Altorel, Kalansa, Rez, Salabin, as well as Durza and Melith. And myself.
Would they truly not attack us if we go into their home area?
Melith is reasonable. And if you could help us, then we can help you. We have no qualm with adventurers traveling through the lower levels. Yeah, make an insight check.
Because he says that, but he did just attack us.
Well, obviously he did. He attacked us.
You don't think he's trying to lead you into a trap. He seems pretty sincere. When you question him about attacking, he just sort of tries to explain himself. Just a bit of friendly melee. Of course, we were bored, waiting on the ledges. Only bats to shoot. could not resist when we found an opportunity to practice in melee combat.
Scamp just kind of looks disgusted at the thought of like killing for sport. She was speaking in Elvish too, just by the way.
But you have proved too strong for us. I commend you. They will no doubt be prepared for your arrival. A simple gesture from my hand. As long as you don't come in attacking, you can speak with the commander Thurza. And
does that mean we have to unshackle you?
I cannot for shackles. I have had much worse. I was once whipped by a scourge for 2 months every day. 500 lashings.
I'm very sorry for that, but you can still give the hand signal that you're speaking of while you're tied up. Yeah?
Yes. We use sign language to communicate. Of course. I have my words. As long as you are not coming in hostile, we always take a moment to anticipate what we see before us. Though we may act quick, you will not be attacked when they realize you are coming to parley.
So I look towards Roland and shrug, and he seems honest.
Alright.
I understand you are distrusting of our kind. I do not expect you to understand our ways.
I am distrusting of people who attack me without provocation.
As I said, we were bored. What is the matter with a bit of harmless melee combat?
I somehow don't think it would have been harmless had we been the ones to lose.
There are casualties with training all the time. That is how you get stronger. The strong will survive. The weak will perish.
Can we go? Maybe?
Yes, Scamp, I do believe
I can't move.
A cultural. I unbind his legs.
She's looking more and more irritated as like he keeps talking.
This way. And he starts leading you guys off, still with manacles behind his back.
Can I keep a hang on a rope that's around him?
Sure.
Loose end?
Takes you through the tunnels. South. And you come to a crossroads. It's a cavern 30 foot high, studded with stalactites. The floor is so uneven that it's hard to walk on. It's all difficult terrain. There's not much in here though, but you can smell this strange sort of sickly meat smell coming from a cave to the southeast.
Is it a scent that we have smelled before?
Smells like some sort of roasted fungus. And as you guys are led this way, you see a number of drow just lying in wait. There are some female drow and some male drow.
I got sloshed.
Oh, I'll move you up there. If I can find you myself.
I'm up by
This is a real.
Are
This is
you
real,
even on level 4 anymore, Dagger?
Well, it's
quite
not my fault.
It's quite a maze.
Yeah.
It is the Twisted Caverns.
Wow,
And
indeed.
these drow, they sort of jump out and point a heap of hand crossbows at you guys. The drow just says a word, and they all stand down. Lorsdar says a word. His name is Lorsdar. And he takes
we
you
never
on
even
through.
asked this name.
You see 4 male drow and 2 female drow here watching you as you enter. There are a number of barrelstalk and ripplebark growing in small gardens. As a ridge works its way around the cave, you see stacks of supplies and gear neatly lining the walls, and a small iron pot sitting on stones in an alcove. All of the drow bear this scarab of the House of Vrinda, sort of like a little bauble just hanging down neatly near their breastpiece. The drow takes you into a room. Little cave into the northeast here, where you see some sleeping pallets, a zerkwood chest, another fire here with a skewered dark mantle roasting over it, and a grisly looking effigy, a shrine to Loth, embedded into the north wall in spider form. Loth in spider form, a large black spider. And there are another 2 female drow in this room. One of them looks a little bit older, even for an elf. The other one looks exact opposite, barely 100 years old.
Brew takes his keys out for the manacles and unlocks this guy and starts to unwrap the ropes and gives him a little shove and says, "Just making you stronger, buddy."
Malith stares at you with this piercing gaze. "Get out of my sight, Lorsdar," she says in Elvish. And he looks quite terrified of her, and he hangs his head in shame and he leaves the room.
I will.
If you stay there, Cass, you're basically like grabbed and forced into this room.
I'm
quite
gonna
aggressively.
bow deep, like kind of bow my head and turn to Tiger and just say, I don't look that far, and just kind of like try and slightly motion her to come forward, kind of like, "You need to talk." And just say to her, to Dagger, I'm talking, "Lady, we have come. We need to parley."
We were told by the loser of our little scuffle that you are having issues with an aboleth.
He told you that? Thurza, see to it that Lorsdar is killed. And the young drow nods her head, and she moves out of the room. And then you just hear this screaming, "Ah, no, no!" Ah! And you see this massive flash of fire.
Oh shit. Did we? Yeah, did we promise not to tell?
I didn't promise not to tell.
I wasn't there for that, so.
Sister, you have a strange accent. This is Malith talking. And also the other drow that got away, he exits the room as well. So you guys are basically given privacy, while a female drow warrior stands guard at the exit. Tell me, which house are you from? I find it very strange that you're in the presence of surface dwellers.
Do you even
I'm
speak?
from-
You speak Elvish, right?
Yeah.
Do you speak Elvish?
do.
Yeah, that would be very
I do.
awkward if you didn't. And just go ahead and before you say anything, Dagger, just make a deception check to sort of put up this little charade. She certainly doesn't look like she's the way she speaks to you. You feel that she thinks that you're a drow and nothing else. From which house are you from, my dear?
The Orden.
Oh, House the Warden. It's a shame. Truly a shame. What a great house. A great house indeed. I trust you know the situation in Menzoberranzan then.
It has been a while since I've been there, but I've heard rumors that it is not going well.
Things are a little uneasy, but House Bonray keeps things together down there. For the meantime.
Can I insight check without like saying anything? Just
What
kind
are you
of keeping.
What are you trying to insight?
I'm just. If what she's saying is like the whole is if she's actually speaking like honestly, or if she's doing the whole like I'm gonna just start spitting out gibberish and see if I can catch us lying.
Yeah, make an insight check. You're not really sure if you don't really know the situation in the Underdark and in Menzoberranzan, and she seems to be speaking with conviction. You don't detect any sort of ruse going on here, Nox.
Fair enough.
I am on my own quest from Loth, so I left a while ago before all that started, to my knowledge.
Much has changed, sister, but we share something in common. Still, this doesn't explain why I find you in the presence of surface dwellers. Particularly
I was...
surface elves. And she looks at Roland.
I quickly bow quickly. Madame. Apologies, but we do know that he is no elf. Remember?
I can't understand a word that anybody's saying right now, so I don't know what's going on. I don't speak Elvish.
I'm just giving you a look like, don't say a word, chill out, smile.
I find my allies where I can in the service of Loth.
Then we may have something in common. In service of love. Please, sister, you may pray before my shrine. And she gestures to the Loth statue.
What did she say? Come before the shrine?
Yeah, she invites you to pray before the shrine.
As
Give a prayer.
Dagger moves forward, I'm gonna just roll over to Roland and be like, dude, we are possibly really fucked if she can't pull this off.
Loth has been testing us of late. There are many who have not been deemed worthy of her blessings. But don't worry. The Driders keep to their own. I do not care for House the Warden, and I am not intending, nor do I have the authority, to form any sort of alliance between our houses. But we have a situation down here, and I am happy to make a mutually beneficial yet temporary alliance.
Those are the best kinds of alliances.
We lack the numbers to make a full-scale assault on the Aboleth. I see you've already been informed of its presence. We are forced to wait here as the Kuo-Toa and the Aboleth fight to the death. But there is much of a stalemate, and it is slow. I don't know why we don't just take a party and hunt them all and slaughter them all. But I must obey my orders. However, that is where you come into play. A Drow of House the Warden and a seemingly robust array of adventurers. So, if you can slay the Aboleth or the Kuo-Toa priest, or both, and return to me with proof of their demise, I will give you a raft, and you can leave this place. Head on further into Undermountain and continue your exploration. And you'll not be bothered by us while you are here. What do you say, sister?
Where are the Kuo-Toa?
They lie across the river Sargoth. They are not much of a threat. Some strong adventurers who have defeated two of my best elite warriors would have no trouble bringing them to the slaughter. Of course, make sure you bring me the head of the priest. So, you are looking to head deeper into Undermountain, don't you?
Yes.
Well, we could make that very difficult for you. I trust you have at least seen my sister, or our station on the 3rd level.
Yes, we have met your sister.
Well, she doesn't need to know that you have wandered down here, because the last I have heard from her report, she captured a group of adventurers and released them on the conditions that they were to infiltrate the Legion of Althrok. You wouldn't happen to be those adventurers, would you? Of course you are, but she doesn't need to hear about this. Let's just forget that we ever met. Just bring me the head of the Aboleth, or take out the Kuo-Toa, or both, if you're ambitious. I hope you understand that I'm not giving you a choice. And that's where we'll end today's session.
Oh, I was gonna. Oh, all right.
You guys will have a whole week to discuss it.
Do we gain any experience?
How much experience points do you guys have?
Well,
We're
like
less than
200,
200 shy
100,
of-
182?
100
Do we perhaps gain 182?
82.
Let me just calculate it. Okay, for that drow, and that drow, and that drow. That brings a grand total of 181 experience points each. I'll see you guys next week.
Perfect.
You're awesome. You're also an asshole. You're
The
an
drow will allow you to rest if you like. You can all take a long rest and level up
Yay!
to level 7.
Woohoo! Congrats,
And
you
you can
guys.
be
Well
on-
done.
Is it 23,000 experience for level 7?
Yes.
It is.
The new total is 23,000.
Cool.
Thank you, Seb, for the session. That was awesome.
Thank you guys very much.
That was a really good mixed bag of session right there.
Yeah, if you had to put out a like promo for D&D, that was like everything in all in one.
A little
Like
bit
that,
of everything,
like
including
social combat.
people almost
Yeah.
died.
Yeah.
full on consequence. Like if we, like if we didn't somehow happen to have a drow woman in our group, that last encounter could have gone totally different. Like fighting ropers. Like, yeah, that's crazy.
Or if we decided to just kill the drow rather than knock him out.
Yeah, true.
I
What if
hope,
that
I
one
hope
had gotten
Cass is
away?
starting to feel a little bit more part of the party now that someone's actually gone out of his way to save him.
That was fucking epic.
That was an epic fight. That what was that? Thunder wave?
No,
Thunder-
Thunder Step.
Thundercat?
No.
Oh.
Either as a spell, I took it intentionally because I'm like, occasionally we might need to save people, and it's a really good. I'm gonna save somebody spell.
Yeah.
I definitely think Jibber-Jabber was the MVP there. I mean, he really
he
ran in.
Yeah.
Like,
For
got
sure.
caught by the
I was-
roper and didn't land
It
a
was
single
so
attack.
heartwarming. And
I was afraid
the
he
be-
was gonna die.
my favorite part of that is how it like ties together previous sessions, right? Like how if Scamp hadn't befriended him, he wouldn't have been there. Like
Yeah, definitely. Your actions sort of carve out this story of how you
I'm
go through
liking
Undermountain.
I'm liking how all the it's like my character isn't just a murderer stabby person. So I am using my charisma, which is actually higher than my dex.
Yeah, not everything is stabby.